Getting hot in here, baby. Come on.
Fucking getting hot as cold as fucking here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry we missed you on the holidays. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, by the way.
Gobble, gobble.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was great.
Great. It was great.
Got to spend time with some family. Great food, always.
Have you ever asked somebody that and they were just like, it was fucking terrible?
I've heard multiple people say that. Like, oh.
Really? It is a time where you're around like a bunch of family. Not all families get along. They try to put their differences aside, but then the drinks start flowing. People get angry because they're waiting for the food and all that, and then shit goes awry. I don't think I've had a Thanksgiving where it's been, hectic around family where people start fighting.
I'm talking about more like the food wise. Like, people don't like
People are fighting because the food sucks, or what?
Yeah, like, people don't like Thanksgiving food. I've heard multiple people say that.
Really?
Yes.
Well, see, that's where your white side comes out, because on your Mexican side, you can make all kinds of shit for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We have like enchiladas. We have everything. We have every. It's like a buffet at our Thanksgiving, because I have a theory that when like Mexican women get together for Thanksgiving, they all try to outdo each other. Like they try to outdance each other at quinceañeras and shit.
Yeah.
Well, same thing at Thanksgiving. They try to outcook each other and see who's the last one standing and all that. And it's always funny to see the last like my mom and her sister, last one standing, who's gonna get the plate last, because the one who gets it last wins. So
there we go.
But y'all wouldn't know anything about that.
I saw this post. Somebody was saying, like, does your family like drink at at Thanksgiving, or do they not? Like, I didn't know if that was like really a thing.
No, nobody drinks at our Thanksgiving.
It seems like, yeah, like it's weird because at our Thanksgiving it seems like nobody drinks, but at Christmas they do. I don't understand it, but
yeah.
Yeah, he was like, y'all know our family, so
yeah. One thing that we never did that becomes that is a tradition amongst a lot of families is a Thanksgiving football game, like a family football game.
Yes.
And we've never done that.
we've never done that either. Yeah.
Usually everybody's like, they're too hungry at first and they're too full at the end. So maybe when the kids get a little bit older. There's mainly girls as far as the grandkids go and nieces. So maybe in a few more years I can be that all-time quarterback.
I think the only one that has
Waiting Crashers, I was all state. I put the ball wherever I want.
The only person that has the chance of having a Thanksgiving football game would be this guy.
Why?
Because all their kids, and
Yeah, there's a lot of
a lot of people their age around there.
Really?
True.
Ours is like
well, I have two
older
sisters.
people. Yeah.
I have two sisters. They have their two sons. One of my nephews is 20. The other one's 18 maybe. I don't know.
There you go. That's the perfect age to start.
Yeah, but I feel like I missed that because I'm almost 40 years old, and I could probably hurt something if I try to go out there.
Oh yeah. And
the competitive edge in you also comes out too, especially when there's younger kids around. You gotta try to show them. So, but no, that's just one thing we never did. That's usually like you hear it a lot, even when you watch movies, like holiday movies. There's always like a football game going on, but we need to start that. Anyway, while we were out, a lot of shit happened. College football playoff was announced. We'll get to that in a minute. Right now, we have two more teams left in our area of the great South Texas Coastal Bend area, whatever you want to call it. The Sinton Pirates moved on to the state semifinals. Okay, yeah. Great job. They beat Cuero. They lost to Cuero in the regular season.
Yeah.
Correct?
A close one.
Lost a close one, I think, by 1 point, which all three of those games with Rockport and them were going, trading punches by one punch at least. So they end up on top of Cuero 45-42. We're down the whole first half. They held Cuero scoreless in the second half, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Cuero had 42 points at halftime. I believe, right? It was 42-35 at halftime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was high scoring. I remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they held them scoreless in the second half. If not, they scored maybe one touchdown. Oh, no. They scored one touchdown in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, the blocked field goal, remember?
Yep, that was it. Yep.
Yeah. So we got to watch the game on the NFHS network. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that I shared my screen with y'all, and that's kind of is that considered?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. So we got to watch the majority of it. This Micah Green kid wowed again, like normal. He hasn't skipped a beat. It seems like the deeper they go in the playoffs, the harder he runs. Had 300 yards last week, but against a stronger Cuero team, had 253, 27 carries, 4 touchdowns. I never really we never really saw like a whole game, or I didn't until this one. And that offensive line is what it's touted to be. Now I understand why he's got damn near 4,000 yards on the season already, which is insane. This big fourth down they picked up in the fourth quarter was the difference in the game there, and it was the blockers. It was the wall that they put up front. There was a reason they were ranked first in the state. It was an unbelievable game. I thought it was going to be a shootout. I thought they were going to score 120 points between both of them, but their defense stepped up in the second half. Great season by Cuero, by the way. They're kind of in our area too, I would say, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was a win-win for us both ways, but we are more hyped. Coach Troutman and Sinton are moving on to the state semifinals where they will play who, Dustin?
They will
West
play,
Orange Stark.
Yes, West Orange Stark.
West Orange Stark at Katy, which is in Houston. Quincy Best 7 for 11, 162 and 1 touchdown. 13 carries, 30 yards. Micah Green, obviously the 27, 253 and 4 touchdowns. Marcus Zapata, he had 7 for 80. So they rushed for a grand total of over 360 yards against Cuero in this game. Cuero, they had this wide receiver that was just killing them. His name was Walker Dietz. I don't know. I don't want to talk bad about the defense or everything, but they were going to this kid every play. It was just too easy. In the first half, this kid, was he that good, or were they just scared to get burned deep?
I think they were scared to get burned deep.
Because this kid was just, every time they needed a first down, he'd go to the first down marker, cut back, boom. Perfect pass to him. 11 catches, 268 yards receiving.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, 45 was as long as he had 3 touchdowns. Quarterback for Cuero, Jackson Marie, 18 for 31, 414 with 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. The 1 pick was in that second half, made a big difference in the game there, I believe. But yeah, is this Walker Dietz kid going anywhere to play? Because he's got great size, great hands. He may have caught probably 85% of his targets. I didn't see one time they threw to him and it was incomplete. Maybe once or twice. But yeah, this kid was unreal. But I mean, Sinton was playing kind of soft coverage on him in the first half, but they tightened up there in the second. So, Cuero, yeah, what a season! What a season they had, making it to the fourth round. Two teams out of the same district going that far in the regional final there. But congratulations to Cuero coach Troutman. I mean, it's right there in front of you guys. It's right there in front of you, boys. Go take it. 2 more rounds, 2 more weeks. Get over there at Texas Stadium and invite us. Invite us to go. We're 1-0 at Texas Stadium in the state championships, right? So if you're hearing this, coach, let us know something, all right? Are we going to try to go to that game? Are you going to try to go to the game, Austin?
Oh yeah.
I want to go too. I'm off. So I'm going to try. I'll try to make it. That's a long drive, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think, unless I have something going on, I'm not sure. I really do want to go. I'm really going to try to make it. I wanted to make this one. So, but
It's got an offer from Murray State. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Walker Dietz.
Yeah, it didn't say if he committed anywhere. It just kind of said he got an offer.
Yeah.
And then shout out to 364 Sports for the call on the game. Those guys were
Dude, I love.
those guys were pretty good at what they do. They kept it entertaining. You know, even during commercial breaks and game pauses and everything, they were very animated. You know, like very ecstatic over.
They made the game fun.
Yes, obviously big, very enthusiastic over Sinton here. So hopefully they're on the call next game. Also, we got in contact with these guys because, yeah, we made clips from their broadcast, and I didn't want to leave out the commentary because it was so good. Commentary was so good. Let's just say that we're still kind of new to this, and yeah, we need to cross our T's and dot our I's a little bit better. But all the videos on our social media are credit to them, the video courtesy there, and also the commentating. And Yeah, we'll do better next time, guys. They said they do want to work with us in the future.
Dude, we gotta get them on the show.
Yeah.
Those guys are funny.
Possibly. If they make the state championship, maybe get them on here.
These guys are
I
funny.
wonder how long they've been calling games for Sinton, too. You know?
Could we do that?
Well, I mean, because they seem pretty comfortable in that environment, is why I'm saying so. But yeah, they'll be against West Orange Stark. I don't know much about West Orange Stark. Do you know much about West Orange Stark?
All I know is that Earl Thomas went to high school there.
Earl Thomas, okay.
And then they had another guy go to Bama like about 6-7 years ago as well. So they've had some talent come out of there for sure over the years.
And West Orange is right there on the border of that Louisiana. A lot of great athletes come out of that Louisiana, East Texas area there.
Yeah.
So.
All I know is that you cross it going to Lake Charles.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one other thing.
It's further east than Beaumont is, I believe.
Yeah. Their old former coach their summer weight room challenge used to be like before football season for the varsity players. They had to freaking power clean 1,000 power cleans in the summer, 1,000 reps throughout the whole summer.
So they had a summer to get through 1,000 reps.
1,000 reps of power cleans. That was like the old coach that they had. That was like their thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I cheat like crazy. Joe, did you get your cleans done? Yeah, coach did 500.
500.
You just missed them. Yeah, I came in on the weekend.
Been up since 2 a.m.
Yeah, came in on the night shift, coach. Yeah, but yeah, I can't say enough about them, man. They deserve it. The last 2 years, the heartbreak against Wimberley in that third round every year. They got past them this year. It was a good game against Wimberley. Wimberley put up a fight. So, but this team feels like destiny to get there, and hats off to them too. Because last year they lost a lot. They lost their stud receiver Jacoby James, Tristan. What was his last name? Tristan.
Oh, the running back. He was really
the quarterback.
Oh yeah, him too.
Yeah.
The quarterback and that running back was really good too. I forgot.
I
his
can't
name.
remember.
He was that stout.
The quarterback was Tristan. Oh God. I can't remember it, but they know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Losing those two guys, you would think they're going to take a little step back, bringing in Quincy Best sophomore, but dude didn't skip a beat. I didn't know of this. This Sean Hughes guy was there last year. I remember him. He was their second wide receiver. And I remember watching him in the Wimberley game last year, and he's a stud, man. He's a stud. He's quick. They're fast on the outside. They're solid up front. I mean.
Was it Hanson?
Tristan Hansen. Yeah, that was it. Tristan Hansen.
Did y'all see that? Apparently there was an injury late to Bess. He was like putting his hand down to like keep running or something like that.
I didn't see it.
They were talking about it on Dave Campbell's like reaction show.
Hey, Austin, this guy putting injuries out there. What are we doing?
They were talking about it on Dave Campbell's. I didn't put it out there. They did. They said he didn't come back in the game. They're like, it's a question.
Maybe it's a little bit of a possum plan. I mean, maybe trying to get West Orange Stark to bite on that. But yeah, losing that much talent last year. I mean, both those guys, I believe, had offers to play college football. I know Jacoby James went to Kingsville, I believe, correct? So they're playing at the next level and hadn't skipped a beat. I will say they need to figure out that secondary or that defense, giving up 42 points in the first half, 42 or 35 points in the first half. That's quite a bit. Obviously, 268 yards to one receiver. Most of that was all in the first half. So they got it going. They got to figure it out. They're going to get it figured out. Sinton has been to the state semifinals before. I believe they've been to the state championship too. Didn't they lose with Adrian Allen Eason?
Yeah.
Didn't they lose in the state championship?
Yeah, and they went to the state semifinals.
That was 01, somewhere around there, right?
Yeah.
2000, 2001, something like that. I remember.
They went to the semifinals in 2014.
Yeah, I remember seeing the paper.
Tom Allen, rest in peace.
R.I.P. This one's for you, Tom Allen. But yeah, good luck to them. Other team that advanced, Refugio Bobcats are going. Okay, yeah.
Hey, I like it.
No, we're just kidding. We support every team from the Coastal Bend. Okay, Refugio falls under that category, so we will support them too. They took out Mason, who had taken out Kennedy last week, which I saw a couple plays that were a little questionable. They kind of surfaced a little bit after the fact that we, covered the game. But we won't get into that. It's over with. There's no use in complaining about it now. But big fumble that should have been called. Instead, it was called an incomplete pass. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to stop right there.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Okay, we're not going to say no more. Ray Lewis, 2 for 13. 36 yards, a touchdown. This game was about their rushing. 2 100 yards rushers. Xander Willis, 175. Ray Lewis, 114. Both over 20 carries. defensive game, I would say. Not many teams hold Refugio to 27 points in a whole game, so it must have been a kind of a knockout, drag-out game. But Refugio's defense must have showed up better because Mason only put 13 up there. So they will be advancing to play who?
Joaquin.
Who
night.
Ganado played in the same round last year.
Mm-hmm.
So Joaquin's looking to get over that hump also that they kind of got stopped at or stuffed at against Refugio last year. Joaquin does run the slot T. Ganado handled it pretty well last year. I think Refugio will come to play. I think they'll prevail. Like we said, we weren't expecting much from Refugio, but as I'm seeing these highlights and stuff, they may have more speed than they did last year. Last year they had that stud running back. This year they got the stud running back, stud quarterback. Defense is solid all the way around. So we're hoping they get it done also. Shiner is still in it also. They took out Junction.
Yeah,
It was a beatdown, right? It was like 35-7 or something.
Pretty much.
I think it was close at half, wasn't it? Or no?
Yeah, this Shiner
22-6.
22-6 was the final.
Yeah, it was the final. They play Mount Enterprise.
Shiner
does here in the semifinals. Mount Enterprise has a running back.
That sounds like a stack school. Mount Enterprise.
They have a running back that broke Kenneth Hall's state single-season rushing record last week.
Did he break it?
From 1953.
He broke it?
Yes. He needed 225 yards to break the record. And he did it. He did that and then some in the first half last week versus Bremont.
In the first half?
In the first half, yeah. This guy has rushed for over, I think the record was like 4,000. Okay, 4,000.
I'd say Micah Green's got to be close to over 4,000 yards.
4,322 yards. I honestly.
So they count playoff rushing yards
Yes.
also. Okay.
I honestly did not think that this record was ever going to be like this record.
1953
stood for
72
has
years.
stood for forever, and I still don't know if the career one will ever be broken or not. But this guy, he's committed to Texas Tech to play linebacker, not running back. Keegan Ash is his name, but it's crazy.
I got three questions.
What's up?
That kid will be remembered forever if he breaks this record.
Where
he just broke it last week.
Okay, so he will be a 72-year standing record. Okay,
Yeah.
now wait though. Is it possible that it's been broken, but maybe they didn't report stats back in the day?
I mean,
It don't matter.
I mean,
They weren't reported, so it didn't happen.
yeah. I mean, it's
very possible, actually.
Sugarland Express, Kenneth Hall, man, and now the single season record goes down. Not the career, but the single season.
You know what in Texas and in the whole United States, you know what the record is for interceptions in a season? 27.
Holy
How does a man, and that has stood since the 50s also. And I think the career
How close were you?
I was barely halfway there, but I think the career was that same guy who had like 54 his whole career. I think it was the same guy, but that record was like stood since the 50s also. But anyway, back to this. These guys and their Mount Enterprise is who they're going to be playing. Okay.
Yep.
And Shiner's young, man. Shiner still is young. This could be the first of three. Their quarterback's a sophomore. They got a lot of young players on it. I think their running back's only a sophomore also.
Yeah, they're pretty loaded, man. They're a good team.
And rightfully so. I mean, Shiner, Refugio, they're always in there somewhere. But yeah, that's that. As far as our area goes, what's up?
My question was, where is Mount Enterprise?
I don't know.
Let's look that up real
it's-
quick.
Mount Enterprise.
How are high school
It
teams?
sounds like a lab where they create these badass high school
exactly.
players.
How are all these teams popping out of nowhere?
Well,
It's the same. It's the semifinals, Austin. It's a different region.
I'm sure if George West got to the state semifinals, people would be like,
Who the fuck is
"Where
George
the
West?
fuck is George West at?"
It's north of Nacogdoches, about an hour. It looks like.
Yeah.
How long have they been at school? How come we've never heard of them?
Oh, don't be looking into all that. We ain't got time for all that. Probably forever.
And where did this kid come from?
Well, I mean,
what school?
every now and then a kid like that comes around, and obviously he has carried them to the point they are to where they are now. So,
Are you sure he's not from Stephen F. Austin? Just a transfer.
oh, I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
I'm almost sure he is.
No, Austin's saying from college.
Yeah, from college.
Oh,
A fake.
Yeah.
probably from the inner city.
Where's his birth certificate? I want to see that.
Yeah. Well, no controversy, Austin. We already got into plenty of that this week. So, but yeah, that's mainly the schools in our area. Good luck to all of them. I forgot to write Shiner on the board, but I mean, nobody's really surprised about that. They're always there, so I don't think they need our good luck and all that. But go get them, guys. Go get them. Bring it home for South Texas. Bring it home for the Coastal Bend.
Put on Lavernia too, dude. They're South Texas. There are South
They're
Texas.
south of San Antonio a good
Yeah.
ways.
They're southwest.
They're Region 4. They're in the same district as Beeville.
They're closer to here than
Okay,
they
so
are.
I guess we won't be Coastal Bend anymore. We'll just be Region 4.
Region 4. There you
Yeah,
go.
Region 4 is
Boom.
good.
Back
Okay.
to back.
We're expanding our horizons, but we'll have to do that next year. Next year we'll cover more of the Region 4. And that'd be a good way to go up to coaches, like say, hey, we want to come check out y'all's team. We represent Region 4 on our show. Like that sounds way more professional. So, and then we'll go to like other schools. Well, we represent Region 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe the next time. But yeah, no, that's good. Refugio's back there. Sinton's back there since the early 2000s and since 2014, sorry. But before that, 2001. Shiner, like normal. I think Shiner will at least make it again. Shiner did lose a heartbreaker last year. I still remember that pass.
Yep.
Perfect pass right through that kid's hands. There wasn't a defender within 10 yards of him either. So, but they'll get it this year. I think they'll get it this year. Okay. Anything else on high school football? We got anything else?
I got one more thing. Just because they're in George West's bracket, we lost to not Tidehaven, but we lost to Lexington. They ended up losing.
Oh yeah.
East
But
Bernard.
to East
East
Bernard.
Bernard.
East Bernard lost to Tidehaven 59-6 in the district play. And then they beat Tidehaven in the playoffs 34-31.
Yeah,
beat
and
Poth.
Poth had them dead to rights.
Yes.
So just think if, like, let's say things went how they were supposed to. If Poth beats them, obviously
Oh,
Poth
yeah.
beats Lexington. Poth beats Tidehaven. Poth is still there going to the state semifinal also.
They were down 31-19 to Tidehaven with 5 or 6 minutes left in the game. They said that Tidehaven, apparently the quarterback had 5 turnovers.
Oh,
Tidehavens.
you got a little lazy with the ball, huh?
Given Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right. You're right.
Hey, Tulane lost to freaking Ole Miss by
35.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boom.
unfortunately, that's
Boom.
not going to
Boom.
happen.
Hey,
I don't think
Hey,
I've
but
ever-
hey, think about it.
any given
Tulane
Saturday.
isn't Tulane's coach going to be coaching?
Nope.
No.
I don't in the playoff. I think he is.
Okay, I thought they gave him Summerall. I thought they gave Summerall the rights to finish the season.
I think he is.
Pretty sure they did. I think the James Madison coach, he's the one that's going to UCLA. He's gonna finish coaching, I believe. So, fuck you, Lane Kiffin. Man. Well,
Yeah, we haven't
everybody's
talked about that
hating
yet.
on
We
Lane
haven't talked about
Kiffin,
that yet.
but like I still think this is Ole Miss, part of Ole Miss's fault too. They gave an ultimatum there, but we'll get into that. Let's start with this playoff. Okay, but yeah, good luck to you guys and to finish the season, guys. Go get them. Go get them. All right.
Championship.
We got college football playoff was announced. Winners, losers. Everybody's a winner that made it, obviously. The first 2 teams out were Notre Dame and BYU. Okay, the last 2 teams out were Texas and Vanderbilt. Which, Texas and Vanderbilt, I got an argument for Texas, not so much Vanderbilt. So we will start off by saying who the teams are. We obviously got your number 1 seed, which is Indiana, who slid by Ohio State.
Slid by.
Yeah, 13-10. That's a slide by.
That's
Ohio State 1 for 5 in the red zone. That's a slide by, is what you call that. So they will be number 1 going into it. Ohio State still does have the best odds to win. Ohio State dropped to 2. Number 3 will be Georgia, and number 4 will be Texas Tech, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Okay, the 5th seed will be Oregon, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
The 6th seed will be Ole Miss. 7th seed will be A&M. 8th seed will be Alabama. Oklahoma 9. 10 will be, who is 10? Miami.
9's Bama.
Okay, so swap Alabama, Oklahoma,
Yeah,
same
correct.
thing. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and 11 will be Tulane. 12, JMU rounds out the top 12.
yes.
Okay, now I got a lot to say about this. You want me just to go now?
Dude,
Get after it.
rattle
Okay.
it off. We've been talking about this for 3 days.
I'm
So.
going to start with BYU and Notre Dame here because I'll get into Texas later. Okay, as far as BYU goes, they had a tougher schedule than Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Okay, clearly. 1 regular season loss to Texas Tech. Okay, a team that has the top 5 odds to win the whole damn thing, the national championship. I love Texas Tech, by the way. That defense, ridiculous over there at
You
Texas.
love Rodriguez?
Yeah, well, I mean, I love their defense too. It's not just him. That's a team effort going on at Texas Tech, and I think a lot of people, nobody really saw this coming. I know that they got all that NIL shit, and they got a lot of guys coming in there and all that. Did you put a future on them?
In May
Yeah. Okay.
to win the
good.
conference championship.
No, the championship.
No,
Because I got a future on him to win the national
he
championship.
won the Big 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the Big 12 championship game, I put a future on him to win the whole thing. So that was my thing with BYU. Did Notre Dame play a team better than Texas Tech all year? No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think they did. No,
No.
I wouldn't say A&M was better than Texas Tech. I don't think they.
By ranking, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
By the final rankings, they did not.
Okay, so that's really all I have for BYU is they had a tougher schedule than Notre Dame. Maybe a tougher schedule than Miami, I would say.
I would say so. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I'd say if not, it's even. But
They only lost to one team.
yeah, so I'm okay with BYU being left out. Okay, this whole Notre Dame thing, they're really angry about this, and it's kind of pathetic.
Yes.
It's kind of funny to think about it, but on the other side of it, Notre Dame could have possibly won the national championship if you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they lost to Miami by 3. Okay, lost to Texas A&M by 1. Okay, and then
By a botched extra point.
yes. Okay, and then they had obviously the cupcake schedule, all across the board. Only ranked teams they played were USC and Pitt, which weren't in the top 20 at the time. I believe USC was 22, Pittsburgh was 23 at the time that they played them. Okay, we said it. I think everybody thought Notre Dame thought that they could cruise through it, not have to fight for their spot, and the fact is that their schedule was ACC heavy, and the ACC was not impressive
Trash.
whatsoever. Okay, downright not impressive. Virginia, who I thought was less than mediocre. Okay, and I did, believe it or not, I watched a lot of Virginia football this year because I was just waiting to where they're going to screw up, and somehow they would win. They did have that bad loss to Wake Forest. I get that, but I'm not going to take away what Chandler Morris and Tony Elliott there at Virginia did. They did great. Chandler Morris, Texas boy, Highland Park. He's from Highland Park. This was his 4th team that he's been to, that he's transferred to. Okay, Tony Elliott, this has been his first head coaching job. Now, Tony Elliott was 11-23 prior to this season. Okay, so if they have another losing season, he's probably out of there, is what I'm assuming. Obviously, ACC there. So rest assured that's, I think, what the decision was made on. Obviously, their schedule, their 2 losses to ranked opponents there, and their only 2 wins were their 2 wins against ranked opponents were outside the top 20. Now, the committee did say that the Miami game did mean a lot, which no shit, obviously it did.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We have a lot to say about that too.
Yeah. But Notre Dame, they have the opportunity to join any conference they want to. Any conference would be happy to take them. They're right there geographically. It makes sense for
Big Ten.
Yeah, Big Ten. I mean, ACC, Big 12, everywhere. They're right there in the middle. You got guys on the West Coast, in the Big Ten, playing teams on the East Coast in the Big Ten also. But I don't know what else to say as far as it's all going to fall on deaf ears from whatever I say. But that was the negative part of it. What I think the one thing that really hurt Notre Dame was that Boston College game when I was looking at their schedule. Boston College was 2-10 this year, and they only beat Boston College 25-10. And I think they were only winning by 1 point at halftime. And that's also an ACC team there. And this is their schedule stretched out. They had 1 game against a Big Ten team, which was Purdue, who was also 2-10. They had 1 game against an SEC team, which was Arkansas.
Yeah.
And they obviously murdered them. You're not going to gain no points for that. But the sad part of it is, though, if they would have got in, I think they would have won a couple games and probably got in the Final Four at least. Because this team was good, man. This team is really good. But it all came down to that. Just they weren't fighting for their spot like everybody else was. Everybody was clawing their way to try to get to this, and they weren't. So I was going to ask you guys, y'all, we were talking about this, right? And I didn't really get y'all's take, though, because everybody said on the flip side, though, they could possibly win the whole thing. Did y'all think they deserved to get in?
No.
You didn't think they did?
No.
You also?
Deserved? No.
Yes.
Okay, why do you think they deserved to get in?
Over JMU and Tulane.
Yeah, but
They couldn't get in over them.
yeah,
If they could, I think they deserve to get over them.
Okay.
That's deserving wise. The system's all fucked.
yeah.
It's so stupid. I think 4 teams, Texas, Vanderbilt could have fucking went on a run. Like you said, Notre Dame could have won 3 or 4 games. Mm-hmm. I think all 3 of those teams. You think JMU is going to make a run?
No, they're going to be double-digit underdogs.
Yeah, you think they're going
They
to?
are double. They're triple-digit underdogs.
Triple-digit underdogs.
21.5 point dogs.
Why even have
You
the
said
fucking
100
game?
points, but
Why even have the freaking game? Why?
I thought it was weird that 2 outside the Power 4 got in. Like, why did JMU and Tulane have to make it?
Because Duke beat Virginia.
Yeah,
and
but
Duke wasn't ranked high enough to be the next.
I would
highest.
take Duke over JMU in it.
But they were
I know they played, but
I would agree.
yeah, but
Duke and Tulane played, and Tulane beat them.
yeah, but I would still take Duke over JMU.
So they were 7-5.
Only because, I mean, what we had talked about this before. If the winner of the ACC gets to the fucking tournament,
Yeah.
Well,
okay, they technically won the ACC championship.
Yeah,
they
tell 'em,
did.
tell 'em.
But they were 7-5.
I know,
They
I know
lost
that.
to UConn and they lost to Tulane.
Okay, check this out though. In college basketball, if you're 2-10 in conference play, if you win that tournament, you go to the dance. You go to the big dance. It don't matter how bad you
But
are.
that's not how
get
the
it.
format is. It's
No, I know.
next highest ranked.
Yes, I know.
Cinderella stories.
Yeah.
Do not come in football.
And
It's
I
only
could,
bas- it's
I
only
could go
basketball.
on and on about
Yes.
this bullshit, these bullshit rules the ACC has in
Oh.
place.
Oh well, the fact that the tiebreaker, whatever that tiebreaker was in the ACC, is like everybody's calling it alphabet soup.
Strength of schedule is what it was. Okay, that's why Duke got into the championship. I researched that. Duke's opponent's schedule was the strongest. Their opponents were 32-32. That was the strongest schedule of all the top 6 teams that were all tied.
Gosh,
Okay, Miami's I think were 27-42, but that is very weak to have a 5 teams that you play against are 500, combined. So, do you think it has anything to do with this billion-dollar industry that Duke has going on over there?
Boom.
I think so.
What do you mean?
No, it's the ACC.
No. Putting Duke in there amid all those rules of all these tiebreakers, I think they had to go down to the 5th rule of the tiebreaker to get Duke in there. But, I mean, if we're talking money, Duke has the most money of all these other schools that are there. Duke Medical.
they're not trying to get Duke in there. I promise you. Nobody's watching Duke football.
I understand they had
To the ACC
Duke,
championship. Yeah.
No,
okay.
I
Duke
get
has the
that,
most money though of anybody in the ACC.
Oh, I guarantee you the ACC commissioner would have rather had Miami in that game. There would have been way more eyeballs on it, Miami and Virginia, than freaking Duke and Virginia.
Well, either way, that game by the way, that was terrible. I don't think any of us were confident in Virginia winning.
No,
Virginia didn't lead at one point at all in that game. Went to overtime. Obviously, they choked. They did show a little fucking fight in them, trying to come back at the end there and forcing overtime. But they all obviously blew it to a Duke team. But the Duke wins the ACC championship, but they don't win this, I guess, regular season championship. That goes to that. I guess it was a six and whatever 6-way tie or 5-way tie.
Yeah. Who cares about that anymore?
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is if Virginia won the ACC, okay, during the regular season,
Let
and
them
Duke
get in.
won the ACC championship, I would think one of those guys got to go in. I mean,
you would have thought.
yeah, if you're playing
But
fair.
they were so bad this year that's why that happened. Like, dude, they lost to freaking UK.
Yeah, but it's almost like they changed the rules there. You know,
They
like,
didn't. They were just ranked that bad. Like, they lost to bad teams. Look at who those teams lost to out of conference.
I know, but when you're thinking of this thing, when you're thinking of this college football playoff, you're like, okay, the winner of the Big 12, the winner of the Big 10, the winner of the ACC.
Yes, I agree.
Okay?
Yes.
Obviously, the winner of the ACC was Duke or Virginia.
Duke.
Yeah, why aren't they there? And then they pulled this shit out of there. Well, they weren't that good. They had 5 losses, but that's the That's what's broken the system.
Imagine if they would have put Duke in there with 5 losses.
Oh, I know.
With freaking
I know that's what
Vanderbilt,
I mean. But
Texas.
They changed the rules. They changed it. The winner of the ACC did not get into the
last year. Yeah, they would have been in.
Yeah, well,
last year they would have number 4, right?
No, they're always.
They would have changed it. They would have changed it last year too.
It's always the highest ranked conference champion.
But last year they would have been in.
Yeah.
No, they would not have been in.
Are you sure?
No, it was the same criteria. It was the 5 highest ranked conference champions.
We didn't have this clusterfuck in ACC last year. We had actual
Yes.
regular season winner and the champion.
Clemson won the ACC. They got in, and SMU was close, and they were ranked high, so they got in as an at-large last year.
Now, if Notre Dame was to join the ACC when they already play 5 teams in the ACC, they would have been the clear winner of the ACC. They wouldn't be facing the problem that they have now. Instead, now they are skipping out on their bowl game just to show the committee that they're still not willing to play a worthy opponent.
They said apparently today on the Dan Patrick show, their AD was talking, and they said that it was a team vote apparently, and that the team captains didn't want to play a game without their studs, and like it tarnished like the season.
But isn't that your way to be like, hey, put us against BYU, another team that was on the bubble?
I
Let's
agree.
kick the shit out of them and tell them, hey, next season we run into the same fucking problem because they're not going to join a conference next year, right?
No.
It's going to be the same situation.
They will never.
They're going to
join
go.
a conference.
Yeah, they're going to have to go undefeated. Okay, now I thought this was their chance, but they got to be different. They got to be independent. I know a lot of it's a whole money thing, but you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't have it your way and then be mad that things didn't turn out the way you wanted them to.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like a fucking somebody supporting the incumbent party in the election and then they're pissed off that the Republican won. You know, that's kind of what I see here. Why don't they just join the fucking UFL or something? Like,
Funny.
Notre Dame could probably beat a couple NFL teams. Like, well, maybe not, but maybe that's a stretch. They could probably beat the Jets. Maybe the Jets.
Funny you bring that up. I heard this fucking debate all last week. Why can't you have your cake and eat it too?
Huh?
Have your cake and eat it
Now
too.
you're getting off topic.
I'm just saying,
fucking
like,
up the argument.
that's crazy.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
One other thing I'll say that he brought up, the AD, he was pissed at freaking, apparently the ACC commissioner, he claimed was taking shots at Notre Dame. And he's like, we have this business partnership with them. All of our other teams that are not in football are in their conference, like full members of the conference. The football's the only one that's not a full member. We play a partial schedule with them. We have this business partnership. He said, like, we're their biggest draw, basically is what he's saying. Like, they make a lot of money off us. And he's like, essentially hinted at there's going to be a press conference tomorrow and that they're going to fucking cut that deal off. And that supposedly that they're going to do that same deal with the Big 12 like they have with the ACC right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, that'll give Notre Dame the opportunity to look for even stronger opponents next year, maybe, or whenever that happens.
Put them in the Pac-12.
Yeah, but they're not going to.
State. Let's
They've
go. never
been part of anything. They're not going to join.
No, well, especially because they also got it written into it next year that no matter what, if they're in the top 12,
Yes,
that they're
I forgot about
automatically in. They had that written into it.
I'm okay with that. Actually.
I'm not.
I'm okay with it. Why not take the AP top 12?
Oh, the format changing? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Writing Notre Dame in no matter what if they're in the top 12.
Oh, fuck that.
That's what they did.
No, it's 16 teams. If they change it to 16 teams and they
Oh.
have 2 losses, they're automatically in.
Well, that one too. They can be 13th or 14th in that format. But the post I read from Ross Dellinger this morning said that even if they're in the 12-team playoff, that if they're in the top 12, they're automatically in now from now on. That they changed the rules for next year on that with Notre Dame.
Love it. Love the Catholics.
I can't stand it. That's bullshit.
You can't stand the Catholics. All right, let's go through Notre Dame's schedule real quick. All right, so Purdue, that's the one
Trash.
Big Ten team that they beat 56-30. Arkansas 56-13.
Trash.
Boise State, they even went to the Mountain West 28-7. Okay, ACC opponent NC State 36-7. USC 34-24. BC 25-10. I think more eyes were on that one than people think. Navy 49-10. Pittsburgh, I thought Pittsburgh was actually at least going to cover the spread that game. They didn't even cover it. 37-15, 70-7 against Syracuse. Stanford 49-20. This is none of those games I just announced to y'all right there. Those are their last 10 games. None of those are really impressive. You beat USC 70-7. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, you beat Pittsburgh 70-7. That's a little impressive, also. Obviously, the two that I left out there, Miami, Texas A&M, they lost both those games. They did put up a fight there. Was also the beginning of the season when they're still trying to kind of get shit together. But it's over. It's over now. I mean, there's nothing they can do about it. They can be angry all they want about it. In retrospect, it is their fault. It is their problem.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to get together to figure out a way to deal with that, because most corrupt organization in the world is the NCAA
or FIFA.
So you're not gonna beat them. That's just the way it goes.
You're not gonna be.
No, you're not.
You're not.
I mean, Notre Dame, they may put up a fight having the Catholic Church behind them, because they got a lot of money in the Catholic Church. But we'll see how that goes. I want to go back to Virginia for a second.
You donate every Sunday, right?
I'm not Catholic.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go back to Virginia here. The Virginia Duke, obviously the ACC championship. Like I said, none of us really were y'all were not confident in Virginia to win that game.
No.
I immediately, as soon as that game started, I took Duke's money line to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
I put like $200 on them because I knew somehow Virginia would choke that away. They were unimpressive. I thought Duke was the better team, even though obviously Virginia was the higher ranked team. Virginia, their quarterback Chandler Morris, like I mentioned, this is his fourth team. He started at Oklahoma, I believe, then went to TCU, went to North Texas. And he's there. So he's on his fourth school, which I love that about, that he's from Texas. Then Tony Elliott also. But Virginia, they had a great season.
Yeah.
But man,
they didn't look.
Let's say Virginia won that game against Duke.
They're in.
Yeah, they're in. But
give me them against Texas A&M.
I was going to say, what I was leading up to was I would take JMU and Tulane over Virginia. I wouldn't take JMU and Tulane over Duke. Just for that simple fact. No, like I said, I watched a lot of Virginia football this year. Like a lot of it.
It would have been right here.
Yes.
Playing against Oregon on the road.
And they almost lost to Washington State because of a miracle safety. They won the game.
A miracle.
Okay, yeah. And Washington State, I believe, were 4-8 or something like that. They just weren't impressive at all. And
that more than likely.
The games they did win, they were pulling those out of their ass. Like everything, the chips just fell their way. So I feel bad for them in a way, because it was all there for the taking for them. Mm-hmm. God knows how long the last time they won a conference championship in the ACC. I don't know when it was. We could probably look it up, but it's probably been
maybe
a good while.
Maybe never.
But yeah, for talking so bad about it, that's why I just want to kind of give them a little recognition.
Last time Duke won, it was like 44 years ago, maybe, or 50.
Yeah.
Ever?
World War II.
Same thing with Indiana.
And Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Texas
Tech, never in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Indiana, 1950 something.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Okay. But for Notre Dame, do you have anything else on Notre Dame?
Fuck them. That's what I have about Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I think it's big money playing a big role.
I mean, Notre Dame has a lot of money.
Yeah.
Notre Dame or Miami getting in. What do we say? Only ACC team that would have been in there, that got in there, Miami. They need some conference money, maybe.
They need some conference money.
Yeah, he's saying like that if they wouldn't have got Miami in, the ACC wouldn't have gotten a team in.
Zero.
Funny you say that about Miami, because I want you all to check this video out. All right, so before I play it, this is the committee hanging up their hats after they made this. Okay, so check this guy out right here. That's Miami all the way right there. That's fucking Evan Shapiro's dad right there.
He's on cocaine and all kinds of
look
shit.
at that. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, that dude definitely voted for Miami. Look at that shirt he's got on. But take a look at these guys in this committee. Okay? So we got him. We got this guy who's got to go empty his catheter out. Like, this guy's probably watching reruns of 1990s football on his VCR recordings.
Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah. Looks like he can barely... This guy, too, looks like John Malkovich. Is that John Malkovich?
It could be.
Yeah. This dude here, it looks like he can barely walk. This guy may have some knowledge.
Oh,
of
he's
what's
from
going on.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, maybe not. Then this lady, wait, that looks like the dude from Breaking Bad. That dude looks like knows what he's talking. This lady here, she looks like, you got to agree with everything she says, or she'll just get pissed off. And
Are you sure she's not from Miami?
No, she was the only woman on the committee apparently. So this committee was made up of how many people were there?
A bunch of idiots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 people altogether. 11.
No, there's more than
12?
that. So.
12 people. So like a jury selection.
That did not look anything like the freaking room that we watched on selection.
Yeah, it looked like it had a lot more people.
Yes.
How might have just been the people with the hats? But anyway,
Everybody that
regardless.
hung a hat up was on that committee.
Because I thought there was a bunch of old whites in the committee, which you just
That
saw.
was all old
Old
whites.
football-
I know. But the video that we watched,
You might need
I
to
saw
take your
two.
shades
I
off.
saw 2 full heads of hair there.
no, the video that we watched, like during,
Yeah.
there was a bunch of other people.
Yeah, there was a lot more people
Yes.
sitting there, and then there was like a
Yes.
one like main like black guy sitting there too.
Yes, there's 3 of them. I was like, oh god,
It
there's
might have been like the mediator or something. But this
It's-
guy,
it
when I
wasn't-
saw this, I was like, yeah, Miami got in because of him. He looks like he's
you know
going
what I'm
through a
talking about, though,
midlife
right?
crisis.
There's,
There was a shit ton of people sitting there. One thing that drove me crazy about this stupid committee, they freaking claimed they're like that it came all the way to Selection Sunday to be like, oh wait a second, Miami and Notre Dame played. Oh wait, it was a head-to-head. Wait, who won that game? Oh, Miami.
That's
They
what I
acted
mean.
like they had no clue about
Well,
it.
that's why I'm making fun of them because look
they-
at these guys. Look,
They acted like they had no clue about it before that.
half
They're
of them look like they're over 70 years old. And not to say, they don't have no knowledge of football or anything, but like you got, analysts like Clay Travis, I think would have been a good, like somebody like that, that keeps an eye on everything. Like we don't know much about these people. These are mostly like what, state senators and lawyers and shit like that. Is that?
Actually, some of them are athletic directors and former coaches.
Oh, okay.
The main guy, Hunter Yurachek, is the Arkansas athletic director. The guy that talks on television that sounds like an idiot
Yeah.
every single time.
I don't like that guy.
He's the one that claimed that
Why not throw like Nick Saban in there?
he didn't want to be on it.
retired.
Apparently, they
So
asked him.
they've asked him.
Apparently, yeah.
That's good. Like Nick Saban, is Les Miles retired?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, that'd be another good one to put in there. But like, I mean, what?
Oh, you throw
How,
Nick,
how does this guy know more ball than I do?
you throw Nick Saban, you throw Nick Saban on. It's like, oh, it's all going to be SEC stuff. So you can't.
But yeah, we shouldn't be making fun of the committee because
Why not?
I mean, if we were happy about this, we would be like, "Good job, guys! Great shirt, bro! Great shirt." Change anything? Obviously, if I could change anything, I would take Tulane and JMU out. I mean, no reason to have them there. They're going to be double-digit underdogs. I know they have their right to their claim there in the playoff. But come on, I mean, they could have easily put Notre Dame, BYU in there. If JMU and Tulane aren't in there, and Notre Dame or Texas or Notre Dame, BYU, and I think a lot more people are happier. I think this committee isn't getting scrutinized like they are now.
How many JMU?
But they have their right. They have their right to their spots. So what can you? Like I said, it's all going to fall on deaf ears. Other thing I would change. Maybe Texas. I'll give you a little slack here. Okay, so Texas losses to Ohio State and Georgia and Florida. Okay, Ohio State ranked number 1 at the time, or 2 at the time.
Yeah.
Obviously 1 all year.
Yeah.
Georgia in the top 5, top 7 most of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, and Florida, that was just a bad loss. Wins against number 2 A&M, number 9 Vanderbilt, and number 6 Oklahoma. Okay, OT games versus 5 and 7 Kentucky and Mississippi State. Okay, so a lot of inconsistency there.
Yeah.
Now, here's another thing. I was debating this all the way up on the drive up here. Okay, I would have taken Alabama out and put Texas in that spot. That's just me.
I don't think
Oklahoma beats Alabama. Texas has beat Oklahoma. But SEC, obviously, they're going to get as many SEC schools as they can, and Alabama did make it to the championship. They shouldn't get punished for losing a championship game
Oh,
because it's an extra game.
so BYU should.
BYU had already lost to Texas Tech, though.
so. They did get punished they moved them down.
They
Yes.
moved them down.
Yeah, and BYU got destroyed by Texas Tech. They didn't just get beat by them. They got fucking manhandled.
And you're saying Alabama didn't get destroyed by Georgia?
28-7, it was 34-7. I mean,
That's not destroying them.
no.
Not enough to move them down a little bit.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, SEC ball is clearly tougher than Big 12
Well, that's
ball.
why.
I think everybody.
That's why that happened. That's exactly right.
But yeah, that's really the only thing. Last year I was not okay with Alabama not making it. This year I would have been okay had they not made it. Alabama, I'll say it right now, it's maybe a hot take. Alabama, Oklahoma, neither one of them have a chance to win this thing. They don't have the pieces. Alabama -3 rushing yards in the SEC championship. When's the last time Alabama, who produces Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram, freaking
Jahmyr Gibbs, baby.
yeah, just all those powerhouses that they have, that was insane, that game.
Did y'all see the Alabama Oklahoma line that came out? It's on the road at Oklahoma, and Alabama's I believe a 4-point favorite.
Yeah,
I'm taking
hammer
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I am too.
Really?
But
Yes.
yeah, to get into that game, Georgia ate their fucking lunch.
Yep.
Okay, and Georgia's playing the best football at the right time right now. Georgia is if not Oklahoma, if not Ohio State, Indiana, I would say Georgia would be the one to
Win it all.
to go through there. Still, like I said, Texas Tech got an outside chance, but I think they got the best chance other than those three teams. I would even say Texas Tech has a better chance than Indiana does.
I would say that too.
Their defense is nasty, but so is Indiana's.
In this game, I don't know if y'all watched the game. Fuck you, Austin. He told me to take Alabama. I wasn't paying attention. We're about to play. I was like, Georgia, Alabama, and you were the first one that said Bama. I was like,
Someone else said Georgia.
I said Georgia.
well, I didn't see that message. I just
said
saw
that
yours.
like seconds later.
Yeah, I know. I saw the message. Fucking put my phone up or opened my app and fucking clicked them, and we were good.
I was not confident in that though at
Yeah.
all.
Ty Simpson, 19 for 39, 212 yards, 1 touchdown. Bama, they're not going to win games throwing the ball 39 times. That's not Alabama football. It's not Alabama football. But, hey, Kirby Smart got his second win against Alabama all time, so came at the right time. Anything else from that game y'all can take away
That
from
was a stinker. Georgia, just like you said, they're just rolling.
good.
They're
They're
rolling right
good.
now, man. And as long as they can keep generating some form of a pass rush, then they're going to be dangerous. That was their problem early in the season. They couldn't rush the passer. They were kind of struggling to get the quarterback on the ground, but they seem to be able to put some pressure now. So they're a dangerous team, obviously.
I saw no sense of this game being played, to be honest with you. Like, there was really no reason for this game to be played. You could have had more injuries. I think both those teams knew they were going to make it to the playoff regardless.
That'd be
win
part of
or
the
loss.
formula moving forward.
Yeah.
It could be like those two teams get in, and then the other ones like play in on that championship weekend. I've seen a lot of people talking about that.
Okay. Indiana, Ohio State. Like we said earlier,
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. This guy,
I said that like 100 times.
at least 100 times during the game, we're like,
oh, y'all are wasted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is unbelievable. I cannot believe this is happening. It's crazy.
Yeah. I wasn't really impressed with either team, to be honest.
Really?
With you. With their defenses, I was, but like I said, if you look at that game, I'd say if Georgia played either one of those two teams this weekend, Georgia would have beat both of them.
I don't know.
I know that's kind of a hot take there too. From what I took away from the game, Ohio State was 1 for 5 in the red zone. This kicker missing that field.
Oh, that chip shot.
Oh, bro, Austin, you could have made that field goal.
Yeah.
You probably could have made that field goal. I think you make 7 out of 10 of those. No, maybe 5.
He
6.
had to just choked or just how do you yank it that bad?
Yeah, that was bad.
Was it bad hold?
Like I feel like he wouldn't even had to step back. He could have just stood there at the snap
Yes.
and just kicked it in. That was clearly the moment getting to that kid. And the moment got to, I think, Julian Sand also. He looked really uncomfortable back there. I think he was sacked 5 times, I believe, in the game.
Yeah. I think
Finally got some pressure put on the dude. And he looked like a freshman quarterback in that game going against another really good team. So we'll see how he plays in the playoff. They're still in good standing there. What are they dropped to the 2nd seed, so they're good. They're still going to get the bye. They'll be able to work on it. This kid can't throw the deep ball very well, can he?
Saying?
He doesn't look like he's got that very good arm strength. That last Hail Mary he tried to throw, that thing went 40 yards. And he looked like he put every bit He could into that throw. Maybe he was injured or something. It just looked funny the way he was throwing in this game. Jeremiah Smith did have 144 yards receiving, but 47 of those yards came on that last
little heave. Yeah.
Um,
Heisman Mendoza, I think that locked it
Yeah.
up for him.
Mendoza took the Heisman away after this game.
I'm not sure. What are the new odds?
He took that shot in the first quarter, then came back. I mean, that was good enough for me right there. Coming back, winning that game like that. That big third down. He went to Charlie Becker, I believe his name is, his roommate until his brother moved to Indiana to be the backup. That's pretty cool. Your brother backing you up also. So
I didn't know the Beckers were
another
triplets.
game. Yeah, another game that really didn't have to be played. Like two teams already making the playoff, already set for the playoff. Why can't we just have a handshake and say, hey, let's just not play this game? More chance of injury. Seeding gets all fucked up. I mean,
it is a cool moment for Indiana, though.
Yeah, it is. It is a 13-0 outright champions of the Big Ten. So,
let me tell you this, James. Me and Dustin were talking about this earlier. If A&M would have beat Texas, or lost to Texas, and who would have lost? Alabama would have lost to Auburn. A&M's in the SEC championship.
Yeah.
They have 2 losses. Do you keep them out of it if they lose to Georgia?
No, because you can't be
are you
punished.
sure?
You can't be punished for a championship game. I think the committee.
Can you?
If you're an SEC team.
Can you?
Yeah, I think
Say the last
committee-
part of it.
Yeah. Can you?
SEC and Big Ten. I don't think you
Yeah.
can be punished for losing the championship game there.
A&M would have 2 losses. Vanderbilt will have 2 losses.
Yeah, but A&M would have had that loss. That would have to Texas, right? They lose there.
Oh.
They dropped to number what? They dropped to number 5,
7.
7.
That killed them, by the way.
Yep.
Them playing Miami instead of
Yeah,
Ole
Tulane
Miss.
or Ole Miss.
Tulane, or that hurt a lot.
But back to your thing though, like if they make it and they play Georgia, who's to say they don't beat Georgia?
If they don't.
Yeah, if they don't. No, I don't think you. Like I said, I don't think you punish them for that. I think, like I said, the reason I say no reason to play these games because both Indiana, Ohio State, and Georgia, Alabama, I think knew they were going to make the playoff.
Yeah.
If anybody was going to fall, it probably could have been Alabama because they were ranked number 8 going into that championship, right? Okay,
9.
And now
They
they
stayed
dropped
put.
to 9.
No, they were at 9 and they stayed put at 9.
Yeah. So, but that's SEC for you. That's the favoritism in the SEC that gets you that.
Okay.
I mean, look at Virginia. They're 10. What were they? 10-2 all season. They lose the championship. They're gone. They're out. So that sucks, man. It still sucks. But
BYU, they have a
yeah,
pretty big case to get dropped out.
what if Texas Tech goes and wins the national championship? Like, what does that say about BYU?
Everyone better get some money.
Yeah.
Load up.
So
Every team's going to be trying to buy their team in the portal this offseason.
There'll be no high school recruits.
Texas Tech, BYU. Not much to say there. Just an ultimate beat down there. Congrats to Texas Tech. First outright Big 12 titles. That's regular season and championship since 1955.
That was impressive.
That's what the date y'all were looking for, right? Like
Something
earlier,
like
y'all
that,
said, 1955. So that's that's 70 years. Congratulations to them. They have won a regular season, but never won a outright championship or something like that.
They tied 1 year.
Yeah.
Was that the Michael Crabtree year?
Yeah, they didn't make it to the conference championship. They tied for first and then lost on the tiebreaker to get there.
Okay. Shout outs real quick. Okay. Shout out. Pride of Stephenville, Texas, Tarleton State. They made it to the final 8 in the FCS D1 tournament.
Oh, okay.
They beat North Dakota 31-13 Saturday. They will play Villanova this Saturday to advance to the Final 4. Due to the ass whipping they gave Portland State in week 1, they were responsible for the fade Portland State bet we took all year. Thank you for that. They showed us how good Portland State was. That bet went 7-3 this year. So thank you and good luck, Todd Whitten and the team this weekend. Todd Whitten's head coach there. I think it's his first head coaching job, actually. Also, SFA Stephen F. Austin, they also advanced to the Final 8. They're going to be there too. They will play a feisty Montana State team.
Boom, babe. Go
Don't think
Go
that
Grizz,
they're gonna
baby.
win that one.
Go Grizz.
That's going to be a tough game because Montana State won the Big Sky this year. They look really good.
What happened in Montana?
Montana is in it also.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still in. They're at the bottom of the bracket. If both Montana teams win their region, they'll play in the semifinal to possibly play Tarleton. Because I was looking at the bracket, and the 1 seed in Tarleton's bracket's gone, and the top one I think
Yeah,
is gone,
that was South Dakota State.
Yeah.
I think they
Something
blew
like
it.
that.
Oh, the
They
Jackrabbits.
Yeah, they lost in the upset.
So they they could possibly Montana State could see, and both those teams are really good too. So
Did y'all see the screenshot of the Montana Stadium like before the game, like before the playoff game this weekend? People kept posting like, "Oh, it's like the most magical college football scene because it's like up against the mountains and it's like all covered in snow. It looked really cool." But
what happened in this game? Chargers won.
Chargers won.
Ooh,
They picked
okay.
off Hurts.
Damn. So 8 turnovers in this game. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. Anything else from the college football playoff? Let's talk a little bit. Since we didn't do it, I know it's kind of old, but these coaches that are going to different schools, why it's different with Lane Kiffin. But real quick, I know we weren't going to say nothing about it, but let's watch the Kennedy Mason controversy real quick. All right, so y'all tell me if this is a fumble or not.
I believe it
widen
is.
this up. This is as big as it gets. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. All right, here we go. It's slow motion. Catch. 1, 2. Makes a football move. He's going to make a football move. That's a fucking fumble, man.
And they call it a fumble.
They called it an incomplete pass.
I thought they called it a fumble.
Nope.
Or the announcers did.
Yeah, they called the refs ruled incomplete pass.
I think they initially ruled it a fumble, like one of the side judges, and then the white hat, like the guy that's in charge of the crew, overruled it.
Football move. He was going to make a football move. He was going to be crouched down and to make a juke there.
I think that was a fumble.
This
Yeah.
reminds me of the Ravens Steelers one. Exact same thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now.
Two
Doesn't matter now, dude.
two steps and
I have it saved earlier too. Refs robbed us. And this one, this was in the Rockport Fulton Cuero game. I didn't see. They called this. I don't remember what this was. I think this was a fumble by Cuero at the goal line. And they gave them the touchdown. But the strip happens right there. Rockport gets the ball. They gave Cuero the touchdown there. I don't know if
it
it's
across the goal line, basically, is what the controversy is.
Yeah, here's the. Oh wait, I can't do a slow motion. But here, he gets the ball here. Strip tap. I think that was a fumble. Actually,
Well, that's not the question. Is whether or not he crossed the plane.
the other angle I saw, it looked like he was losing possession of it before he crossed the line.
Yeah.
But this shit doesn't matter no more. Just there's always gonna be something, especially in high school football. The refs aren't the greatest. They're not fucking professionals. They don't got 30 different camera angles to get shit from. So give it up already. It's over. Kennedy will be all right. They'll be back next year.
that's so hard. Like just make a freaking judgment call.
Yeah.
Not looking at no replays, no nothing. Oh,
Okay, before we move on to pro college football playoff predictions, let's go through this bracket, pick our winners of the game, and who is going to reign supreme at the end. Raise the trophy. Raise the trophy. All right, so we'll start at the top there. We will do here's what we're going to do first. We're going to do a group. Okay, pick. You're going to go first. You're going to pick one game. You're going to pick the next. I want to pick the next. We'll see what we end up with. And then we'll do personal ones.
Okay.
All right, I need a pen. I don't have a pen.
good catch, dude. Good catch, dude.
You didn't even tell me it was coming. All right, so
Usually how it happens.
think of a number between 1 and 10, Austin and Dustin.
4.
7.
You won. It was 6. All right, now you think of a number and you ask us. You're going first.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to say 6.
4.
It was 1.
Okay, so he's going second. I'm going third. All right.
Nice.
All right, so we got it here. Fill out the bracket up there as we do it.
Okay. We're doing this as a group.
Yeah, we're doing it as a group. Dustin's gonna pick. You're gonna pick the first game, Dustin. Oregon JMU.
No, that's bullshit.
Now think about it, Dustin.
That's horseshit.
Think about think about it. JMU, they've looked good. They were barely beating Troy all the way through the first half.
Go ahead and put Oregon on there.
All right.
Dustin has seen JMU live, actually play. So have I. They look pretty good.
Well, they played against a
Texas State.
soft ass Texas State team.
Easy, dude. Easy.
Dude, they give up like 50 points a game.
Yeah.
Easy.
We just fired our defensive coordinator for that.
But we score 50 points a game, too.
All right. Now you pick the Alabama Oklahoma
Why
game.
do I get that one?
That's just the way we're
Shit.
doing it. We just want to see how it ends up. Who knows? What if we're right? What is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
I can't.
We'll post this bracket, and then we'll post our brackets each.
Give me Bama.
All right, you're gonna take Bama to beat Oklahoma. I think that's gonna be a good game. The first Bama or Oklahoma game was a
Pretty good game.
pretty good game. Also, Tulane, Ole Miss. Now you got to think about this. Ole Miss doesn't have Lane Kiffin there. Okay, are all their players playing? Chambliss is gonna play for Ole Miss.
I haven't heard anybody opt
I
out.
like that. I like that Chambliss is playing. I thought he would have ran off too or been pissed off about it also. Apparently, they also had a players meeting. So, because of that, I'll take Ole Miss also. I think that game's going to...
Just because of that?
Their players are playing. Fucking, you got Caleb Downs opting out of the damn... of the college football playoff to concentrate on the draft. You didn't see that?
No, he's not.
I saw a report. I just made that up.
Yeah, I know. There's no report on that.
Next game,
Yeah.
does it go back to me or not?
Fernando Mendoza's opting out, dude. That game's. I think that's gonna be a high scoring game. It should be.
Which one?
Ole Miss, Tulane.
All right.
Yeah, I can see
So we're at Miami and A&M now.
Okay, you picked the Miami. It'd be good for you to pick this one because we both like A&M. So
I'm going with A&M. They're
Okay.
at home. It is an 11 a.m. kickoff, but I still like A&M.
okay. A&M there. Okay, Austin, you have Oregon, Texas Tech.
Give me Oregon with the upset.
Ooh, damn.
Will that be an upset?
I don't know if it'll be.
I think
I don't know.
I
if it'll
think
be an
Texas
upset.
Tech would be favored.
I don't think so, dude.
I like
It's
Oregon.
not at home. That's a neutral site bowl game.
Oregon, there was some games Oregon started off slow this year. Like they've been in some tough first to half.
Boom, and
Yeah.
that's why I freaking pick them because they don't get the 2 weeks off. They have a little warm up game before Tech.
Oh,
So
well,
yeah, give me Oregon.
you think Oregon knocks off Tech? Okay.
One thing about that game, I just looked at it. They're playing in Miami. It's a noon Eastern time kickoff.
Ooh, yeah. So they're playing
That's
The
that would
A&M
be like 9 a.m. their time.
yeah. So they're playing.
Oregon.
They're playing in the afternoon on their time. They're good to go.
No,
No,
they're playing 9 a.m. their
would
time.
be
Oregon.
9 a.m. Oregon time,
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time. I mean Western or what, Pacific.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Pacific. Yeah. Yeah, that's a 9 a.m. kickoff for them.
9 a.m. kickoff for them. An hour difference for Texas Tech because they're Central.
Yeah. But Oregon does have a whole. They're going to be there for a whole week,
Yeah, no.
like to get ready for it.
Good teams. That shouldn't matter if you're good.
But you got the Miami. They're playing in Miami.
Yeah.
You got the Miami flu, which Texas Tech could possibly get the flu with the Raider rash and all that shit.
And screwing off and partying in Miami.
Yeah,
Is what you're saying?
partying in
I
Miami.
can see that.
Oregon goes there, handles business by themselves.
I don't think Dan Lanning would let his guys go out and party. I could
know.
see Texas Tech letting
See, that's what
their
I'm saying.
guys go out and party. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Bama, Indiana.
Dude, you're stuck in Texas Tech. You go to Miami. Oh my God, it's a whole new world.
Yeah, there's nothing to do but get STDs and drink it.
Yeah.
Love it.
There we go.
Get a CDs and drink.
Bama, Indiana. All signs would point to Indiana. I'm gonna take Indiana strictly because Signetti will get that done.
That's going to be at the
And
Rose Bowl.
like I said, Bama isn't. They don't have the pieces this year. I don't think, unless like Georgia, they flip a switch like Georgia did, randomly. So, all right, Dustin, you have Ole Miss and Georgia.
Georgia.
That's
It's going to be the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans.
That's where they're gonna miss Lane Kiffin
Yep.
in a game like that.
Ain't no way they're going to beat them.
Yeah, I mean, history does show Lane Kiffin does choke in games like that, though. So, the big ones.
A&M and Ohio State, and it's in
Austin has
in the
A&M, Ohio State.
it's gonna be in the Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl. Yeah, 6:30
Ohio State
kickoff.
in Texas.
Give me Ohio State.
Ohio State to take out the
Yep.
beloved Aggies. Dude, there's no right or wrong pick here.
I know.
Okay, this is just us fucking around. All right.
I think Ohio State, dude.
You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up picking the national championship the way this is going.
Nice.
All right, so I got Oregon, Indiana there. I'm taking Indiana. I would have taken Texas Tech right there. All right, Dustin, you have Ohio State and Georgia.
Ooh, that one's.
Wait, where's this being played at? It's in Arizona, the Fiesta
So
Bowl.
we have the top 4 seeds advancing
yeah.
to the. Okay.
So this one's going to be in Arizona at the Fiesta Bowl. That doesn't really matter for either team. Give me Ohio State.
Oh, a rematch of the Big Ten championship. Now this, yeah, I think we know who's gonna win this one.
Give me Indiana.
I was thinking the other thing. I don't think Indiana beats them twice.
Oh, I do.
If they play each other, I really don't think OSU loses again to them.
Hey, good thing it wasn't your choice.
Yeah, hopefully that's not the national championship because people are gonna say, "Did y'all see that first game? It was so shitty." Yeah, 23 points scored in it. Good defensive battle, I'll give that. But
was there a little bit of a home field advantage for Indiana, it being in Indianapolis?
well, I mean that's the nicest stadium in the area, so I mean you have to play it there.
Oh, it's there every year, but I was just wondering
Yeah.
if the crowd was kind of split or if it was more Indiana fans.
Well, I don't know because I mean Ohio State's used to playing there. They've played there like
Every year,
yeah.
basically.
So
The national where's the national championship this year?
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to look.
I think it's in Florida. It's in Miami. So
I could take this one back.
no, it's too late. Indiana is your national champion. Okay.
Yep, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
I'm okay with that. Take a picture of that so we can post that. All right. So real quick, make your own brackets real quick.
I kind of like oh no,
I'll miss also. JMU Tulane, y'all are just at this point taking up spots in the playoff. So
Yeah.
Miami A&M, I'm gonna take A&M. I think A&M's defense slows them down.
I think Carson Beck turns into an interception machine again.
Yeah, this guy's hot and cold. This Carson Beck guy. He'll
he-
play good for 2 or 3 games and then just have a shitty game.
If he were to get hot, it could get interesting.
Yeah.
But
I think if he was gonna
Would
get
you say-
hot, he would have stayed hot.
Yeah.
If he had any chance here.
would you say take the over on that one?
I said Ole Miss Tulane. I'm gonna take the over. It's probably gonna be like at 58, 56, somewhere around
No,
there.
the A&M Miami game.
that'd
Oh,
be
A&M
100.
Miami.
I think I'd take the over.
I want to take an alternate line. Like I would take A&M by 10 in this one.
Really?
Yeah, look how weak that ACC is, dude. I would go off of that, unless A&M, has hit a slump after losing to Texas and they're down. But we wouldn't know. So I don't think that shit's gonna happen again.
Depends how healthy freaking Marcel is.
Oregon, Texas Tech. I'm taking Texas Tech there. Guys,
Man, I want to take Tech, but I just don't think it.
Yeah, give me Oregon.
I want to take them, but I think Oregon's too talented, man.
Oregon's quarterback started out really well this year. Dante
I'll say more.
Moore, yeah. He was a Heisman candidate.
He
for
was
little
a
bit there.
Heisman candidate.
The over/under for that Miami and A&M game's 51.5.
Ooh, give me that over.
Bama, Indiana.
Indy.
I got Oklahoma and Indiana in that game, but I'll take Indiana.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just feathers out. Okay, I got Ole Miss and Georgia here. I took Indiana to beat Bama there. Ole Miss, Georgia here. Like I said, Lane Kiffin not there.
Georgia.
You say Georgia's high right now. All right. A&M, OSU. What do we got here?
Give me A&M.
I got A&M also.
We got Ohio State.
All right, Tech, Indiana.
Oregon, Indiana for me.
I have Oregon, Indiana.
Okay, y'all pick. Who are you taking at Oregon?
Oregon.
You're taking Oregon to beat Indiana. After you picked Indiana to win the national championship, and you took Indiana to beat Oregon right there on the
Boom,
bracket.
baby.
Yeah, oh my
Hey,
god.
shit,
Dude, you're drunk as fuck already.
Shit changes, man.
In 2 minutes.
Everybody's gonna be watching this. This guy don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
You asked me the same questions in 4 minutes.
Jesus
I think I'm
Christ.
taking Oklahoma to win.
And he says it with such conviction. Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm taking.
Boom.
I'm taking Oregon, baby. I'm
Wait,
taking Indiana
so-
against Oregon here, though, baby.
We were saying, okay, my bracket, it's Oregon versus Indiana then, and I'm going to have to take Indiana again.
You're gonna take Indiana. Okay, I'm taking Indiana also to beat Tech. Although I would love a Tech win.
I
there.
would too, man.
Yeah. All right, Georgia A&M for me here. I'm gonna take Georgia here.
Give me A&M.
Okay.
Georgia, Ohio State.
He's all give me A&M. Dude, and that's another one. You had the choice between A&M, Ohio State, and you picked Ohio State. But then on your personal bracket, you took A&M.
Yeah, duh.
Like, what are we doing here? What are you're fuck? Oh God, this.
This is a whole team
We got.
thing. This is a whole team
We
thing.
might have to clip this. This is just.
This is a whole
hilarious.
team thing.
No, it's not. It's you had the pick for that game, and you
I'm
have the
thinking
same
about-
pick for these games.
I'm thinking
and you're
about-
going completely opposite.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Now I have to think about y'all's two picks
Oh my God,
on this
dude.
shit. So
I bet you fill out like 90 fucking NCAA brackets too, don't you?
no,
Yeah.
probably one.
I'm taking Georgia over A&M.
Yeah, I'm taking a national championship here.
Georgia over Ohio State, I mean.
Okay. Who you taking?
Did I pick that?
You took A&M to beat Georgia.
I had Ohio State beating Georgia last time, actually.
Who do y'all have in y'all's final?
I got
A&M and Oregon.
A&M and Oregon. I got Indiana and Georgia. Who do you have, Dustin?
Indiana and Georgia as well.
Okay, I'm taking Georgia to win it all.
I am too.
I'm going to Oregon over A&M.
I just flipped my pick too. I can't say much.
I
flipped Georgia and Ohio State.
See?
It's
hard.
I took the same ones of all the ones that I picked. Also, I'm using my experience for the team and for my.
The only reason
myself.
I flipped it because I didn't want to see Indiana Ohio State national
See?
championship again.
Yeah, no, I'm taking Georgia, Indiana in the national championship. I think Georgia's hot, man. I think and Kirby Smart's been there. He's been there. He's done it before. They're playing great football at the right time too. To hold Alabama to -3 rushing yards like that. I mean, who's had better rushers the last 10 years other than fucking Alabama?
I will say this: Alabama has not run the ball well this season,
And their offensive line's been kind of shaky
but-
also.
but they have. They haven't been. It's not been that crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so I'm going to take Georgia there. I'm still holding out a little hope for Texas Tech, though, to win.
I hope Texas Tech. Honestly, I want Tech to win games. I would like to see Oklahoma win games, and I like to see A&M win games. To be honest,
Why?
And you know another one I wouldn't mind?
I just want to see those teams win.
No, you don't.
You know who else I wouldn't mind?
You're just mad because Texas is out of it. Now you got to freaking watch your opponents, your freaking enemies, win freaking games in the playoffs.
I'd rather see them win because Texas beat them.
It could be worse. It could be like you don't want every team to just win. Jesus.
Yeah.
I would like to see Ole Miss advance a few rounds. That would be pretty cool because Lane Kiffin leaves them in the dust like that. Same team, they stuck together.
If they beat Georgia, then yeah, they could probably win it all.
Yeah, no, I have Georgia winning it. So, but I don't think though. I don't think they have enough to beat Georgia.
I really wish we could have got a Texas Tech and A&M.
Yes.
That would be cool.
I wish we could have got.
You know, we should put a future in for the final Texas Tech and Texas. What would that pay? I bet that.
$1 billion.
Watch it be like fucking Miami and JMU in the final or something.
Somebody said today's like if you pick JMU to win it all, it's like, dude, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, it probably isn't. DraftKings probably wouldn't even pay you. They'd owe you so much fucking money. But that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Final thoughts on this college football playoff. Committee got it right. Committee got it wrong. What do you think?
Wrong. Committee got it right
The format's way off.
this year. Yes, they got it probably right, but agree.
Yeah, I will stick to what I said from the beginning. Regardless of how it turns out, it will be the right decision. And based on, I mean, you could throw all the fucking rules, all the outside Power 4 teams. The rules are they got in, they had the claim to those spots, and that's just the way it goes. And that's how it's going to be. So
Until next year, they'll definitely change it.
I'm saying.
This isn't sticking around. There's no way.
I think they should just nut up and go 16 teams, but no more than that. No more than 16 teams. More than 16 would be way too much, I think. And that's gonna, if you go 16 teams, that has to knock off 1 week off the college football regular season. You would have to, right?
No, you could do it with if you got rid of the conference championship games and on that weekend did play-in games instead.
Yeah.
Like kind of like you're saying.
Yeah.
Like Georgia. Okay, Alabama was the number 1 seed in the SEC going into that game, right? Okay, Alabama, you're in. Georgia, you're in, right? And then everybody else is doing play-in games.
A&M and Ole Miss.
Whoever, yeah, all these other ones that aren't are doing play-ins.
Yeah, no, I think 16. I think 16 would be the magic number because, like, let's say it is 16 teams. Them just taking the AP top 16. I don't think people would argue with that because then, I mean, who would want the 17th through 25 ranked team? Like, what right would they have to say we should be in the playoff if you rank 17 to 25? So, 16 teams, take the top 16 or like you said, have playing games for it. But main thing is this: the ACC's got to do something about their rules.
Pathetic freaking conference.
Yeah. Has this been the most difficult playoff selection since they've started it? They've had it 5 years now?
From the 12 team or just overall?
No, overall.
The year they kicked Florida State out and took Bama, that was pretty brutal.
Well, Florida State did lose their quarterback. Remember,
They
he
were
broke his foot.
undefeated.
I know, but they weren't going to win, dude. They weren't going to give a good. I don't think they were going to give him a good.
And
game.
like you said, Ole Miss lost their freaking coach. They kept their coordinators just to freaking get a higher seed.
Yeah.
Just to get a higher seed.
Yeah.
That's the only. Well, they hired the coordinator as a full-time head coach, and then they brought back that OC when they started hearing the talking heads say, "Oh, they could drop Ole Miss because they don't have any of their offensive staff." So then they brought their OC back
Just because.
just because of that. They were worried about dropping.
And they would have played Miami, and A&M would have played freaking Tulane. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yep. Rough. Yeah. Okay. No other thoughts on it?
Change the format.
Change the format.
Or
what format do you want it to be?
back to 4 teams.
Back to
No.
4 teams?
Yep. Give it 4.
No.
Yeah, well, then you get way more arguments than that.
It's not even just that. Like college football has
I'm
changed.
sure you'll have less teams bitching though, because there's not as many spots.
Yeah.
Obviously maybe the top 10 would have a complaint, no more past the top 10.
Used to, I thought like, oh yeah, 4's perfect. There's only 4 teams in college football that can win it all. It's changed so much, like with transfer portal and NIL.
Yeah, Dustin, all those teams have been there before.
But like you were saying earlier, Notre Dame, Texas, and Vandy could get in this thing and actually win games.
Mm-hmm.
There in past history, the number
With the right matchups, obviously.
in past history, there's no way we would say that the 12, 13, and 14 teams were good enough to beat anybody.
There's no way I would say Texas could have been. Texas should have made the top 4. Yeah.
Do you see what I mean by that?
Yes. No. I know.
Yeah. But Texas could beat anyone on this freaking.
Almost anybody on that.
But the money machine, they're making more money with 12 teams, so they'll never go back to 4.
No.
They'll never go back to 4.
No.
I'm thinking of a NIT tournament too.
That needs to be a group of 5 playoff. That's what it needs to be. Their own playoff.
Real quick, notable teams left off. I have the bowl games right here. So obviously you have the bowl games that are going to happen, that are going to kick off. So teams that didn't make it, like a lot of the teams opted out from what I saw.
There was 3
Major ones.
3 ones that opted out that actually qualified, and then they invited those 5 and 7 teams that all turned it down. Yes, the Rutgers and all those teams that turned it down. Iowa State, Kansas State, and Notre Dame qualified and opted out, and then the other ones they're like, oh, 5 and 7 Rutgers, do y'all want to join? 5 and 7 Mississippi State accepted.
Yeah, they got in. Yeah,
they accepted it.
BYU will play Georgia Tech in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I like how BYU didn't run off and bitch about it. So that's good.
They don't run off about anything.
Yeah, Virginia will play Missouri, and I think Missouri kicks the living shit out of them.
I
in that
agree.
game.
Well,
And
depending on who all plays, that's the thing you don't.
LSU and Houston, that could be a decent one, I guess you could say. Tennessee and Illinois, that's a pretty decent matchup there. USC, TCU will be playing in the Alamo Bowl here. Vandy will play Iowa in the ReliaQuest Bowl.
That's a good one.
Yep. Duke is going to play Arizona State, Tiger Sun Bowl. Texas will play Michigan in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Nebraska, Utah, Allegiant Stadium in the Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Texas State will play Rice in the Armed Forces Bowl.
Boom, baby.
For Texas.
Yeah, we would have played freaking Iowa State or Kansas State had they not opted out.
Yeah. And Arizona,
Oh.
Arizona and SMU will be playing at the Holiday Bowl. Just a lot of teams, like, a lot of big programs that didn't make the playoff just out of it. Well, I mean, Penn State and Clemson are playing the Pinstripe Bowl.
Penn State's playing in a bowl.
Yep.
I think they
Northwestern,
finished, what,
Central
6 and 6?
Michigan.
I know.
7 and
but
5.
I could see them like,
See, all these
get us
other
out of here.
teams
Get us
are
out of
just,
here. We're number 3 at the beginning of the season.
all these other teams are just scrub teams, man. You got Louisville and Toledo playing each other. NC State, Memphis, Kennesaw State is playing Western Michigan. Western Michigan actually won their conference this year.
I think
Congratulations.
didn't Kennesaw State too? They played in the conference championship.
Yeah, they won. They beat Jacksonville State. Yeah. I
Boom,
did see
baby.
that.
Brown Breaker.
Troy will be
Kennesaw State.
playing Jacksonville State. Boise State, Washington will play in the LA Bowl. And the greatest name bowl, I think, the Cricket Celebration Bowl. South Carolina State and Prairie View A&M. Nice.
Where's that?
Prairie View is it's in Texas.
It's in Prairie View, Texas. Actually,
Yeah.
it's like East Texas. It's close. It's like kind of outside of College Station,
Yeah.
like northeast of there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the description.
Yeah,
It's in
Army
Texas.
playing Yukon, Fresno State, Miami of Ohio. North Texas will play San Diego State in the New Mexico Bowl.
without their coach
Yes.
and probably without their quarterback.
That's
as well.
really the only ones worth mentioning. Not that half of those were worth mentioning. So, a lot of bowls in Texas too, though. So, maybe we go on a road trip, catch every bowl game in Texas. Yeah, we'll just all quit our jobs and do that. Okay.
Alamo Bowl.
Moving on to football. Should we reset now? Yeah. Okay. Now that we're done with that college football bullshit, I changed my mind. I think Virginia should have made it. No, man, I'm like torn between the whole Notre Dame thing. I'm glad they didn't make it, but then I'm happy they didn't make it at the same time. You know what I mean?
No,
You don't know what I mean?
no. Why are you happy or why are you sad?
Well, I'm sad because, like I said, not sad, but like for them, I feel bad because I think they could have won 2 games, especially if they were, not a
They would have beat A&M.
bye. Yeah,
More
they
than likely.
could have beat Oklahoma. I think they could have beat Alabama. Obviously, JMU, Tulane, they would have.
It would have been right here.
Yeah, I think they could have beat any of those teams in that first round.
Dude, Notre Dame couldn't beat A&M. Miami couldn't beat freaking Notre Dame. So, boom. We're better than both those teams.
That was in week 1 and 2, though. I mean,
Easy.
And those were tough losses.
Easy.
But like I'm saying though, they could have beat. They stack up well against all those teams in the top or in the back 8, I guess you could say. But then I'm also glad because the teams that deserve it fought for it, earned it, and they cruised. They thought that going and murdering these teams and putting up points was gonna win them. I guess some judgment, but it didn't. So that's the only good thing about it.
Oh, we forgot to say, we lost all that freaking money on North Texas to win.
And some people are like,
I forgot about North Texas.
yeah, some people are like happy Notre Dame skipped out of that bowl game. I don't think it was a good move. Like, do you have a chance to play a highly ranked, as far as the AP poll goes, the teams that are still ranked, you're going to play somebody. They could have played BYU. They could have played Texas. They go in there, beat Texas, beat BYU, maybe play even Vanderbilt. They beat one of those teams. I mean, hey, you're pretty much showing them your nuts right there. Like, hey, you should have fucking picked us. Go put up 70 against one of those teams. Play.
Besides,
But like I said, you're going to be different, like you have been, not joining a conference, and you're not. You're going to stick to your guns.
they picked up their ball and left.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was a good move. I mean, yeah, I guess being rebellious, I guess, is kind of cool in some ways, but you're not proving anything to anybody by backing out like that.
Of the BYU game. That's who they were going to play.
Yeah. So.
Really?
They were going to play BYU in the Pop
Yeah,
Bowl.
and that would have been a good game. I think they could have kicked the shit out of BYU.
But the reason they didn't want to do it is because they said their running backs weren't going to play. That was one of the things. They said
I would have liked to see Notre Dame and Texas play in a bowl. That would have been a damn good game. But things aren't like they used to be.
both teams are going to opt out.
Both teams' players weren't going to play. Most of these bowl games, we're not going to know shit about who's favorite, who to take as far as betting lines go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to know. We're not going to know anything. The best thing to do is to take all the underdogs at this point.
Dude, Notre Dame and Texas in the Alamo Bowl. Oh my
I
God.
bet you bowl ratings are going to be the lowest they've ever been this year. Like bowl game ratings. Remember back in the day, like you come home from school just waiting for that fucking bowl game because it was every day during the week, and now there was so many. I feel like there's like way less more now. Like there's
40 of them.
But they're not the fucking games that you want.
No,
to see.
hell no.
Like you would have 1 and 2, and you'd have like 7 and 10. You'd have 9 and 8 playing each other, But I mean, those days are gone now. It's over with. Okay, NFL. Before this game started, I saw a report on FS1 earlier that the Eagles bought a Vibe bunny to help with vibes in their locker room. They bought a big blow up bunny and put it in their locker room to help with vibes. We should get a Vibes bunny.
Didn't work.
Can we see the bunny?
I don't know. You can look it up. I'm not looking it up.
Well, you have the TV.
Vibe bunny. Eagles vibe bunny. Let's see.
It worked really well. They lost.
Eagles vibe bunny. Inflatable bunny. Rabbit brings good vibes to Eagles locker room. Is there a picture of it? No, there's no picture of it.
Yeah.
Did it even happen?
Oh, false news.
Yeah, fake news. But no, it was all over the place.
They should have got one.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Speaking of the Eagles, they just lost to the Chargers, dropping their record to 8-5. Packers are in second place now, a game ahead of the Eagles. Hopefully they don't end up with the same record because they own the tiebreaker over us. Get that out of the way real quick. Congratulations, Scott. That was the worst Monday Night Football game I've seen in a long time.
Pretty fucking horrible.
8 total turnovers.
That elite quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Woo,
Yeah.
he was lighting it
Both
up.
of them. Both of them. Him and Justin Herbert. Okay, man, I guess the biggest news, or they made it out to be the biggest news, was this Shador Sanders game. Although he played the 2-10 Tennessee Titans. Okay, since it was the biggest news, I guess we'll start there. Breaking news came out today that he will be starting the remainder of the season for the Browns. I have a feeling that decision wasn't made by Kevin Stefanski, because Kevin Stefanski, you can tell, can't stand this guy. He doesn't even coach him up in the huddles and stuff. Shador's going to Bailey Zappi, for advice during timeouts and stuff like that. There's something going on there, but I mean, you can see it in Kevin Stefanski's press conferences that he just doesn't like the guy.
Deshaun Watson's not ready to play?
No.
Are you sure?
Probably not.
No.
He was 23 for 42, 364, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Like I said, they played the Titans. They were pretty much playing for maybe the first, second, or third pick in the draft.
Can't even do that right.
Yeah, so I mean,
They lost.
Can't even lose right.
Yeah,
They did lose.
Oh, there we go. Hey, best quarterback on the freaking Browns.
yeah. It was a good sign, I guess. The kid has some fight in him. He just needs to have a better coach behind him, because, like I said, Stefanski clearly hates him. Can you go off of? Can you take anything away from this game? Be that it was against the Titans.
I would say so. I mean,
the weather was bad. He was slinging it in that
dog shit Cleveland weather.
that snowy weather too. He looked pretty good for the fourth quarter. I thought he played lights out in the fourth quarter. They were losing that game 31-17 going into the fourth, I believe. Brought him back, and then that awful 2-point conversion. That looked like a play that our girls run, just for fun in practice.
Is that calling you a bad coach? Because I don't think you'd ever run that.
Practice for fun is what we do shit like that for.
Shador wasn't even in there.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
So this guy gets you to that point, brings you back. You have an opportunity to tie the game there. You take him out, put Quinshawn Judkins under center. Clearly, he was going to throw the ball in the first place, because it wasn't going to be a wildcat run, because he dropped back. Runs across the field, throws across his body, just bad coaching right there. That was just a bad. Maybe they wanted the higher draft pick. Maybe you're right. Maybe they did that on purpose. I thought Shador should have been drafted higher, but obviously his attitude got him there. We don't need to go through that again. We talked about that for a long time. But like I said, the biggest news, it seemed like today, all over ESPN, all over FS1, because of who he is. Nepotism is what they're calling it these days. Any thoughts on it? Y'all got any thoughts on it?
I mean, 364 in the NFL is not bad, man. But it is against the Titans, but it's showing something.
Yeah.
I mean, in the snow.
He's kind of used to that weather too. He's throwing that ball in Colorado. Also, he can play in the cold.
Cam Ward from Miami. So
yeah, nobody really said anything about Cam Ward. Did he have a decent game? I know Tony Pollard did most of the damage for the Titans that game, but
I haven't heard one word about Cam Ward
all year. Right?
All year.
14
he's
for 28.
playing average. You could say he's playing like an average rookie quarterback plays.
He's not doing dog shit. So
14 for 28, 117. Not very.
50% completion percentage.
2 touchdowns, 1 INT.
For a rookie for the Titans, that's who are the Titans receivers?
The Browns says
Calvin Ridley's done for the year.
Yeah,
I know they got Dyke. Cameron
Cameron Dyke.
Cameron Dyke,
and I don't know anybody else.
Shamir Dyke. That's it.
And he's not even a receiver; he's a punt returner.
No, they elevated him after those injuries, but
Okay.
Oh, they got Eunamar. Something Eunamar?
Yes.
Like,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. That's who he's thrown to. And he's got Tony Pollard. I don't know.
Yeah, no, like I don't got nothing to say else about this game.
yeah. Toilet bowl.
Only reason I brought it
You
up.
could
was
you could
because
play it
of
over
the-
3-4 times in a row, and I would not watch any 1 minute of it.
Yeah,
It's so stupid.
that's like, hey guys, did y'all see that? Can you imagine me in the group text? Hey guys, did y'all see that Browns Titans game? Oh shit,
Kennesaw State, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, or some shit.
Austin, who are you taking in the Titans Browns game?
Like, who?
Yeah, okay. Cowboys Lions, Dustin. Thursday night football.
Oof.
Go ahead.
It was a tough one, man. But to be honest, like on the run that we've been on, like the likelihood of us winning that game was probably slim. Like beating good teams in a row like that was going to be really hard. Going Philadelphia, Kansas City, and then the Lions on the road. Like it, to be honest, it just probably wasn't going to happen. Like going on the road, the Lions were desperate. We were too, but like it wasn't going to happen. I honestly, I was thinking about this. I don't know if there is a team in the NFL that could have beaten Philadelphia at home, Kansas City at home, and then gone on the road and then beaten the Lions.
Straws now.
That's the truth. What team is good enough to do that? 3 teams that quality in a row.
Oh my god.
I don't think it's happened
The Chargers.
this year.
The Chargers.
The
Who?
Panthers. The Panthers.
Panthers.
Yeah.
They beat 3 in a row
the
like that?
Rams. They
In a
beat
row?
The Packers. No, I think it's
Not in a
impressive
row.
that they beat these teams
Not in a row. I said in a row.
in a row.
In
Well,
a
they
row.
got. I mean, the Cowboys are on their last leg. They have to win those
Yes.
games in order to make the playoffs.
But that's what I'm saying. In a row,
Yeah,
it was
no.
tough.
If a lot of the teams in the NFL had their backs against the wall, like
3 in
the
a row.
Cowboys did, yeah, I think they could have easily.
should
done
have.
the
Yeah,
same.
I don't
they
think so.
should've.
Not easily.
I absolutely think they could
Or
have.
No.
put up a better effort.
Yeah.
No. George Pickens had a relapse. It was bad. It was the reason we only got him for a 3rd-round pick. He was his effort was I didn't like it at all.
That's my argument. That's why I think a lot of teams could. Because the Cowboys could have done it. I think a lot of teams could have done it. I think
No.
the Rams could have done it. You know, I think the Packers could easily done it.
No.
Easily.
Y'all look like shit for most of the year.
We're 9-3-1.
Yeah, and you barely beat a bunch of shitty teams.
9-3-1.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
9-3.
Y'all play good against
You're
good
saying
teams.
that you
in the
can't win
division.
3 games in a row?
No, I said 3 games in a row against that quality of opponent.
Okay.
Could y'all have done that
The Bears.
in a row?
The Bears were 9-3.
Yep.
Yeah, we
The
played
Li-
a
the
lot
Lions?
of good
The
teams.
Lions?
We beat the Lions twice.
yeah, we don't beat the
twice
Lions
this year.
in a row?
We beat them twice
Who
this
else
year.
have you beaten in a row? 3 times. 3 good teams like
played
that.
We played a lot of. We're gonna beat the Broncos. Yeah, we could. They could. The Packers could.
Maybe
do it.
you
The
could.
Rams could do it.
Y'all
The
are a
Seahawks-
good football team.
The Seahawks could do it.
But have they
that
done it?
for
Is what
sure.
I'm saying. Have they?
They're not in that position to play those 3 teams.
Nobody has.
You
is
can
what
only
I'm
play
saying.
on your schedule.
That's
but
all I'm saying.
But you can't go and say they're the only team that could have done it because they're on their schedule.
Well, who else has done it? Is what I'm saying. Nobody.
I think you're
Cardinals?
You're trying to find a good in this loss.
Yeah, don't-
And I
Well, that is the good in the loss.
Yeah, and I respect that. You wanna get like a some sigh of hope there, but I mean a lot of teams could win those 3 games in a row.
No,
Yeah, the Bills could do it.
not the Patriots.
I think the Bengals could.
You
do
think
it.
they've won fucking 10 straight?
Yeah, and they haven't beat 3 good teams in a row. Show me 3 good teams teams of that
I know,
quality
but
that they've
your
beaten in a row.
your argument's mute because you can only play who's on your schedule.
Oh
A lot
yeah,
of
I agree. Yeah, too. You're not wrong
a
about
lot of teams could do that with their backs against the wall.
You can't play 3 good teams in the schedule till the playoffs. So,
Yeah.
Well, the Chiefs have, and they've lost.
good. Y'all beat
The Chiefs in the playoffs?
No, I'm talking about recently.
Oh, this year.
Their schedule's been brutal, and they've lost all of them.
They beat the Colts.
That's one.
That's not even.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying the Colts aren't as good as everybody thought they were at the beginning of the season.
Oh, well,
Okay.
Daniel Jones going down.
All I got from this one was CeeDee Lamb's injury here.
You got the concussion.
He's going to get 10 days rest. Did he have a concussion or did he get the air knocked out of him?
Concussion is what.
So he's good.
We'll see what happens. I don't know if he'll play against the Vikings or not.
And take fucking Pickens over in catches and yards. Maybe what's his name? Ferguson, he fumbled again in this game, man.
Yeah, it's too many mistakes, man.
this guy's killing.
Ferguson, freaking George Pickens with not sticking his hands out there. I don't even put those picks on Daz. This is George Pickens' fault. Like,
Well, they said he lost in the lights, apparently.
yeah, he's full of shit.
The other thing I got from here is Deron Bland should just give $23 million to Jahmyr Gibbs after he shook him out of his shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it back to Jerry or give it to Jahmyr Gibbs.
Did you see any of those clips with Kenneth Murray? Oh my God, it was a joke, dude. Kenneth Murray's might be the worst. He's got to be the worst linebacker in football.
Oh, you said Kenneth Murray. I was like, are you talking about that high school kid that had that
No.
record for 50 years? Wasn't his name Kenneth Murray too?
No, Kenneth Hall.
Kenneth Hall.
No, Kenneth Murray is our
I was
starting.
like, why are you bringing that back up?
No, he's our starting Mike linebacker. I don't know how many clips of him, dude. He's horrible. This isn't the first time. He's horrible.
Yeah, no, Gibbs. He put him in another time zone. Like,
Oh, definitely.
completely took his soul there.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs can do that to a lot of guys. But unfortunately, Deron Bland, you were just wrong place, wrong time. I wouldn't want to be in that position. So that drops the Cowboys to what, 6-6-1?
Yes.
6-6-1 now. 4 games remaining. The magic number is 10. They can't get to that with that tie on their record, so they can go what, 9-7-1 possibly.
10-6-1.
10-6-1. Sorry, yeah, with
17
the tie.
games.
Yeah, with the tie they can go. Yeah. Okay,
They gotta win out.
last 4 on their schedule. What's the last 4 teams on their schedule?
They got the Vikings hosting the Vikings, hosting the Chargers.
JJ McCarthy's hot,
He's
Oh my God!
no. Hey,
That guy sucks.
yeah,
bro.
bullshit. Until last week,
Austin.
whenever you bet against
Dude,
him,
he played against a Commanders team who's lost 8 in a row. Like, dude,
yeah, I know.
yeah, no,
The Commanders almost beat the Broncos last week.
Yeah,
I thought the Commanders were going to win that game.
So
the
did I.
Vikings have looked horrible.
that goes to show you any team could
they hadn't
probably
scored
win.
in 33 straight possessions.
Who? The Vikings?
Yes,
Before this past week?
yes,
Yeah.
and they scored on the opening possession.
Well, last week they had a backup quarterback.
Brosmer or whatever.
Yeah, he was awful.
Was that okay? Here's my question: was he benched or was
No, McCarthy was hurt.
he was hurt? Okay,
His
that's
wrist
what I
was hurt, I
thinking.
think. Something like that.
So yeah, they host the Vikings, host the Chargers, on the road at the Commanders, on the road at the Giants to finish the season.
Yeah, those are all winnable.
Is there 8% chance still?
I don't know what the
I
chances
thought they
are.
said there was like
Actually, with the
17.
Eagles lost right now,
It
might
helps.
It might have gone
Definitely
up.
helps.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can get, and then we have to win out. So
The best bet is for them to
Win the
win
division.
and Eagles to lose. That's the division.
I don't
is how they're
think
gonna
we
get
can
in.
win the wild card.
No,
because
you have
Niners or 9 and 4.
9-4 with the Bears and the 49ers.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna lose 2 more games.
No,
So you're not thinking.
Well, the Bears might. The Bears could possibly win.
Bears got a tough schedule to finish.
you're not thinking about tanking to get better draft picks with all else,
Yeah.
all 8 of them.
I'll put it to you this way: if the Cowboys lose 1 more game, that's it.
Yeah, correct.
They're out.
Yep.
No, they're gonna lose that one, and they're gonna keep on trying to win.
Why not?
Well, they'll try to win, but
Yeah.
like they did last year, they tried to win when we were way out of it. But
Like spoiler.
Get you a top 20 draft pick,
Yeah.
and then you get the 20 and 25.
The Quentin Williams trade did provide like a little spark. I will say that they did have everything going for him the last 3 weeks, like you said. But that's a tough game to win in Detroit. Coming off a loss to the Packers, Detroit's got to win also because they have 5 losses now also.
yeah,
So I think a lot of people took the Cowboys to win this game. The odds were good. I think they were 3-point underdogs there too.
78%.
It was an entertaining game. I mean, what was it? 44-35, something like that. 45-35,
44-30.
44-30. Yeah.
Yeah.
78% of the money was on the Cowboys to win,
Yeah.
or money line.
Yeah, no, I knew that was going to happen. But I took the over in that game. Luckily, that's all I took.
Definitely hit.
And anything else on the Cowboys? We got anything else?
We got hosed on that one call, but we made too many mistakes.
Yeah. As far as the Lions go, they got 5 losses. They can probably win. They can probably lose 1 or 2 more games, but all division games they play remaining, they've definitely got to win. They got to play the Rams this week, which if they beat the Rams, it'll be good for us. It'll move us into first place in the whole NFC with the first round bye, which I don't like having the first round bye.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm conflicted on that. But we got a different quarterback now. Maybe things are different as far as that goes. I think the Lions will put up a fight, but the Rams are so good, man. The Rams are really good. Fucking Puka Nacua had an unbelievable game, but I'll get to that game in a minute. Colts, Jags, Daniel Jones, Achilles, done for the year. Just when he started to look like the Daniel Jones of old. He probably might have saved him a little face there by hurting his Achilles. So could be a good thing and a bad thing. Unfortunate for them. They've lost 3 straight now. Riley Leonard is now the starter until we got reports of Phillip Rivers being reached out to. 44-year-old Old Man Rivers. It works there. Old Man
Mm-hmm.
River. What are the chances he comes back? I don't think he's going to come back at all.
They said they're just going to give him a look on the practice squad just to see.
Is he really going to travel to Indianapolis
Yeah.
and go? He's in on it then.
Yeah. Rappaport said, like, hey, they're just going to give him a look. It doesn't hurt anything on the practice squad. See what he looks like. If he looks like shit, they're just going to tell him bye. If he doesn't, then.
Yeah. How did Riley Leonard look? Did anybody pay attention?
I
After?
didn't.
Yeah, I know he had a rushing touchdown again. I saw that.
Didn't look half bad, but you don't think
He was pissed off because Notre Dame got left out of the,
There we
out
go.
of the playoff. That's why. Jags are a quiet 9-4, sole possession of first place in AFC South. This was Jacksonville's 11th straight win against the Colts, which is why I took Jacksonville's
we called
money
it?
line
We called it.
in this. They were plus 2.5. I took the money line there. Fun fact I found out about the Jaguars, actually. Fun fact is the Jaguars have never played on Thanksgiving Day, ever.
Huh.
They're not a draw.
Yeah, I know. But every other team other than the Jaguars, and the Jaguars have been there since 1996, almost 30 years in the league, never playing on Thanksgiving. That's
Had the Texans?
yeah, everybody has
Really?
except the Jaguars. Every active quarterback other than rookies and second and third year guys have played on Thanksgiving other than Trevor Lawrence.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought that game was always Cowboys and somebody, and then Packers Lions.
No, it's not always
Lions.
Packers Lions. It's
Yeah,
always Lions and Cowboys. The other one is always an AFC
Oh.
North game, I think. It's usually an AFC North game. A team from the AFC North is
yeah.
always a night game. But the Packers and the Lions game is always the 11 o'clock game.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are always the midday.
3:30, yeah.
And then usually it's an
Have
AFC North
the
game.
Cowboys ever played overseas?
No.
Yes. No, they haven't. Yeah, they have. I think every team has played overseas except the Packers until a couple years
We
ago.
played
Not
once.
a Europe game. Cowboys played in Mexico, but not.
Well, they were saying every team until a couple years ago when the Packers played the Giants, they were the only team to not play overseas. So
Oh, you know what we did with Des Bryant back in the day? We did.
We played once, and that's when Rodgers got hurt against the Giants.
also a fun fact: the Commanders scored as many points as the Panthers, 49ers, Patriots, and Giants this week, who all had a bye. 0 points. That was the next one. Commanders dropped their 8th straight and lose 13-year veteran Zach Ertz. Horrible knee injury, tore his ACL. That he's probably done, man. He's probably done 13 years. He's, mid-30s now? That's going to be hard to come back from at his age.
Wait, who was it that just got extended? Was that no? That was Mark Andrews. Never mind.
Yeah. I don't see him.
Also
Like
had
I
probably
said,
0 fucking points.
I don't
as
see him
well.
coming back. Jaden Daniels also re-injured the same elbow. You're 3-9. Why is Jaden Daniels out there? Yeah,
For my fantasy team, that's
send
why.
his ass to have surgery on that thing. He's gonna need surgery now. Shit, probably.
They're saying that he could have came back,
Yeah.
but coach's
He
decision.
could have came back in.
yeah.
Coach's
But
decision was
like I said, you're 3-9. Like why even take the chance?
for my fantasy team. That's why, James.
I
God,
don't think so. But the Commanders all year riddled with injuries. They've had Terry McLaurin out most of the season. Eckler's out. Daniels in, out, and then now Ertz. So they Marcus Mariota's getting a good look though. Maybe get a contract for some other team next year as a backup. But he's a decent backup. I still think he can play. The Saints and Bucks. The Bucks have now lost 4 or 5 games and are tied with the Panthers for first place in the NFC South. Suddenly, that loss to the Panthers by the Rams and Packers isn't looking so bad. Okay, the Bucks, they threw that game away themselves. Egbuka wide open in the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Drops it. I don't know what happened to that guy.
what has happened to him?
I don't know. Maybe he was sad Indiana beat Ohio State.
No, like the past couple weeks, he was lights on.
No, he's had
Bakers is what happened to him.
He's had a
No,
lot
the
of
first
drops.
5 weeks he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Baker's been kind of out of sorts too.
Baker's been playing bad because of that injury, that left shoulder. Whenever he went down, what was it? Sunday night football game, or Monday night? Remember he threw the ball and got hit on his opposite shoulder, and since then he has not looked the same.
Yeah, pride doesn't want to come out because of pride. Tyler Shuck, his impressive 5'1" 40, ran 2 20-plus yard touchdowns on you. So I think
He looked kind of fast.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on in Tampa. They're the Panthers are right there on their heels. They do own the tiebreaker over the Panthers because they did beat them, but the Panthers aren't looking so bad.
No, they're not.
To be honest, like they got a young team. They just beat the top 2 teams in fucking NFC, so they can get up for big games. Nothing really else on that game. I don't have nothing else. Do you guys have anything else? No. The Bucks do have some injuries. I think they're I think everybody was back though, other than Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Bucky Irving came back for this game. They're still pretty banged up though.
Was Godwin playing or no?
Yeah, he was playing.
He's playing.
He was playing.
Wow.
Then you got the weather was bad though in Tampa. I think there was
Pouring down rain.
Yeah, it was raining.
Weather was bad around the freaking country. It was like all snow, all rain, all.
Bengals Bills. What a game here. Josh Allen, 14
Great game.
touchdowns, 250 yards in the air, 78 on the ground. Burrow and offense played great, but surprise, surprise, defense lets them down again.
Mm-hmm.
Up 10 points with 7 minutes left, and then you let Josh Allen go on a third down, 40-yard touchdown.
Did you watch the game?
Yes, I watched the game.
Well, Burrow had those.
I'm getting to that. I said Burrow didn't help with his terrible picks. He shot-putted that ball right into that defender's hand. Oh, he looked so funny trying to run in the snow to chase that guy down. That was kind of entertaining watching that. The Bills, they're kind of hard to read. They can look great 1 week, terrible the next week.
They're like the Jaguars.
The games that the Bills look good in are games with total chaos like this one. When everybody's scrambling, when they're scrambling coming
Josh
from
Allen
behind.
has to scramble.
Yes, when they're backs to the wall, that's when I think the Bills play their best. This game, they could have easily lost this game. I'm questioning why Joe Burrow's still playing. I'm pretty sure they're eliminated from playoff contention.
If they would have won,
because they were 4-8 going into this game.
Would have crawled into it with the.
I know, but 9-8 ain't gonna get you in the playoff.
No, with the Ravens loss.
They're not eliminated still.
Yeah,
still not eliminated.
Yeah, with the Ravens loss.
I would imagine if you're the Bengals, if you get eliminated, you need to pull this guy out. This guy. It seems like that happens every year with the Bengals. Like they start the year off bad. Burrow gets hurt, and they come back and they're playing with all these teams playing spoiler pretty much. But back to the Bills, they're I still think they're one of the best teams in the league, but
I don't.
They just when they lose, it just looks rough. Like it looks like a bad game. I know last week they lost to the Texans last week, but they were missing a lot of offensive linemen in that game. Still no excuse. They still had all their receivers and everything, but that Texans defense is ridiculous, which I'll get to that in a minute.
One of the best.
Bills, they're the favorite. They're not the favorite to win the AFC. I think they got the third or fourth best odds to win the Super Bowl. I think the second. The Patriots have the best odds to win the AFC right now, I believe. So, anything else on that game? Jamar Chase didn't do shit for my fantasy team on that.
The Bills are too reliant on Josh Allen. Like he has to be Superman, otherwise, like they can't win.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's a winning formula at all.
It's like that. That's when Josh Allen plays his best. Like
I thought James Cook
fucking lights out.
James Cook would carry the team this week in the snow.
Yeah, he had like 80, 90 yards rushing and a touchdown. He didn't do bad, but he also had a fumble out of
into the end zone.
And yeah, that kind of cost him.
Yeah, well, he had fumbled previous, and then they gave him the call, like saying they couldn't determine if he fumbled or not. And then the very next play, he fumbles it, and it's actually a turnover there. So, the Bengals are right now they're the second seed in the wild card, I believe.
No way, they're 4-9.
The Bengals. I'm sorry, the Bills. The Bills.
Oh,
yeah, no, the Bengals are. I think last one it says in the hunt.
Bills are fourth best odds to win the Super Bowl at +8.
The last in the wild
Are
card
they second in the AFC though?
is the Texans, I believe. Yeah,
No, they're first in the AFC.
the Texans are the 7th seed right now.
Texans are the 7th in the hunt.
Bills
you still
are the
have the
6th.
Ravens, the Bills. What are the Steelers?
The Steelers
They're the lead in
they're
the
the
AFC
fourth.
North.
They're the 4th seed because they're in the leading the AFC North.
With the 7-6 record.
Yep.
70-1 to win the Super Bowl.
And I think
The Steelers suck.
that Steelers team could lose every game the rest of the season. So like the Bengals, yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe it's still safe to say the Bengals aren't out of it. Watch them make it somehow sneak into the playoffs.
The Steelers got the Dolphins.
And nobody's gonna want to play that Bengals team.
The Bengals have better or worse odds than the Cowboys to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay, Broncos Raiders. This was like I saw a bunch of fucking tweets about this, about Pete Carroll fixing this game and having money on this game. I know Dave Portnoy lost like $100,000 parlay on this. Now, I was on the bad beat part of this too because that field goal also hit the over in the game, and I took the under. 40.5 was the over. Took the under.
Didn't he say he should be murdered?
He was, I think he was saying that out of anger, like Pete Carroll should be murdered.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, no, there was no point of that. Like, and then they called the clock would have ran out. There was really no point for the guy to try to hold Tyler Lockett down there. But they called the delay of game penalty, then they line up for a field goal.
I think they were in on it, dude. I think the Broncos were in on that.
You think the Broncos were in on that?
Yes, dude, because they.
Well, why was he trying to hold Tyler Lockett down to let the clock run out?
No, because
you think he did it on purpose
to get a flag. Yes.
Well, I don't know.
I think so.
I still think the refs play a big part in that too.
And that 4th and 3 call where they just ran dive, like they didn't mix it up at all. On 4th and 3 to win the game and get a first down, they just ran dive and got stuffed. Like
they even called timeout prior to that play, like they were gonna draw something up to.
Yeah,
dude,
to like and
down, like a little rollout or something.
Yeah, and they just ran dive and got stuffed, and then that guy staying on him. I really think that shit was done on purpose.
Yeah,
like to try to get a flag.
The Broncos, I think, were 8.5-point favorites. They were up by 10.
Yes.
I understand if there's time left, you want to kick the field goal, then try to get the onside kick. There was no time for that.
There was no time left.
Okay, so there was really no point to that field goal.
No.
I don't know how the NFL does it, or if it ever comes out, like, or if these insiders are gonna tweet, because like usually when players get drug tested, the insiders know and they throw a tweet, oh, so and so had a great game, but he got drug tested. I wonder if they're gonna say, oh, the NFL's looking into possible. Yeah, well, they wouldn't want to ruin the integrity, so maybe nothing would come out about that. But yeah, that was a little fishy. I was on the phone with Austin when that would happen, and I saw the finals. I was like, why kick a field
Why
goal?
kick a field goal?
Why?
For no reason.
Like that's pointless. Like
To cover the spread.
Yep.
That's what I mean. Like that, you don't want to believe that it's fixed, because that right there is so obvious.
Yes.
But is it so obvious that it's believable that it's not fixed? You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone in that situation, 9 times out of 10, is going to take a knee.
Yeah. Look what Gunnar Stockton did in that game against Florida when he took the knee before the goal line.
Someone's going to take a knee. You're not going to kick a field goal with no time left just for not to win the game.
I think the guys
go for the end zone. I'd have been okay for them going for the end zone.
Yeah, throw a pass.
That's
exactly.
what you normally see, like a guy throwing a Hail Mary or something, right? But I feel like the sketchier thing is the guy staying on him. Like, why would you stay on him like that? Like,
I didn't think it was enough to call a delay a game though.
What was he doing? Like,
he tackled him, and he did kind of stay. But that was, you've seen worse than that hasn't been flagged.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's been worse that hasn't been flagged for that. But after seeing that Tim Donaghy documentary about how he said the refs are in on it in basketball, like clearly they're in on it in football also. Yeah. You know, but there's just no way of really, I guess, proving it, I guess you could say. So, like in NFL, you can call holding every play. So.
Mm-hmm.
On one.
But yeah, that was the next one we're gonna get to.
One
Packers
certain
Bears. Go ahead, Austin. Go ahead and start with the Packers Bears game. The first place Packers taking on the Bears in the frozen tundra in Lambeau Field. First place. Let's go. First of all, we got to give the flowers to the Bears. Fuck their fucking flowers. We took that first place back. Everybody was all high on the Bears. They can play with anybody. They look good. Their schedule has not been very complicated. Okay, and what aren't they like 6-0 in one-score games or something like that?
Yes.
Like, and 4 come from behind victories. Some shit. I saw that they're saying Caleb Williams is finally looking like a star quarterback. This and that. Yeah. Go ahead, Austin. Go ahead about the game.
Painted fingernails, yeah. He ain't coming back from nothing. Dude, it was close. Not even close. First half. We're talking about beat the shit out of him, run the ball, pass the ball. Christian Watson, we got him. He's back. We got Jalen Reed back. We got Josh Jacobs back. Who else we got back? Luke Musgraves. He's not even back.
He never left.
He never left, but hey.
He's getting reps.
He's getting some reps. Could be the next Tucker Kraft. But, dude, I don't know. I don't like Caleb Williams at all. He is horrible.
Me either.
He is horrible. He can run the ball. That's about it.
He's fast.
He is fast. I'll give him that. But he cannot throw the ball. Who is he throwing the ball to on the Bears? Luther Burden?
Well, they didn't have Roma Denze.
DJ Moore? They have DJ Moore targeted how many times?
Safe to say his best days are behind him.
Their number 1 tight end that they drafted, Loveland.
He did pretty good this game, actually. He did okay.
He's no Tyler Warren, who they should have drafted.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Swift hasn't done shit. Monahe, whatever his name is. Mongai.
They found something with those two there. Like
they might be good, but that's where they should have tore up the Packers, is running the ball.
Oh, in that third quarter, they tore us
and they did. They should have watched more film.
Yeah, no, that was a questionable fourth down call there. Like, you've been averaging, I think, 6 yards a carry in the second half. Why they did that rollout on you still had time to run the ball, get a first down with timeouts left. Also, they still had one or two timeouts left. So you're averaging 6 yards a carry, second half, 4th and 1. You got to hand the ball off there. I don't think Caleb Williams audibled out of it. I think that was a design play. He left the ball short. Keyshawn Nixon, who was having a horrible game. Pissing all of us off. 2 personal fouls in the game, which I was surprised he didn't get kicked out of the game for that. But one was an unsportsmanlike. The other one was during the play. But overall, the first half, flawless first half, other than the interception.
They looked like a Super Bowl team.
Yeah,
first half.
They did. I didn't see a weakness on the Packers at all yesterday, other than that third quarter. But the defense was on the field. The Bears had done, I think, like an 11-play drive. Packers went 3 and out, and then they went on another 14 to 16-play drive. So the defense was obviously tired. Swift and Monangai they were, like I said, 6 yards a carry. Obviously, Micah Parsons, you don't trade for him to stop the run.
Yeah, and then go back to your point.
Yeah.
Getting hold every freaking play.
You can call holding probably 70% of his snaps that he plays, he's getting held on. But, I mean, you can't, like I said, you can call holding on every offensive lineman, every play if you wanted to.
But it's obvious because he's in the backfield so fast. He's
whenever
one-on-one.
they have their hands high around the shoulders, it's a hold.
Yes.
And on that last drive, 3 times he was being held like that, and they weren't calling the holding there. But the Bears, I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders. Can they win a playoff game?
I think
if they match up maybe against the Eagles the way they're playing now, I mean, they did already beat the Eagles. And then possibly the NFC South winner, the Bucks or the
Bucks or the Panthers.
I would have a hard time thinking they can beat the Bucks. The Panthers, I think they can beat.
They can beat the Bucks. The Bucks are.
I just think I think the Bucks roster is just better. The Bears offense is looking good. Their defense, they can take the ball away, but their passing defense isn't that good, and you can run the ball on the Bears. So that's really their weakest spot is their defense there, because these games, a lot of these games they're winning. You look at the scores, they're like 27-30. They're giving up points. We did state at the beginning of the season that the Bears were going to take a step forward this year, and they have. I didn't think it would be this big of a step.
Me neither.
Favorable schedule too, also obviously finishing last in the division last year. So it's I guess it's good for Bears fans. The Matt LaFleur, Ben Johnson rivalry. I love how they're both playing into it. The handshake at the end was very.
Oh, well, they do.
Yeah, they just shook hands and walked away from each other. No hug or anything.
No hug.
Ben Johnson said something getting the Bears job, which all Bears coaches say the same thing every time they get that job. We're going to beat the Packers. And then he said in an interview that he can't wait to beat Matt LaFleur. He loves beating Matt LaFleur.
Twice a year.
Yeah, and they don't even know each other. So Matt LaFleur, he can say that he didn't take that to heart. He did. That does bother him because he looks like he's a little prima donna. So, but on the Packers side, I didn't really see very many flaws other than our corners. Man, our corners aren't that good. I think they thought they could get Micah Parsons. You know, the quarterback's not going to have enough time to run around. Still, with the running quarterbacks, we still have issues with That's a lot of teams in the NFL, but overall, I thought it was great. The second half was a little slow. They giving up those long drives and just Monunga and Swift were just tearing us up on the ground. I think they both had over 60, 70 yards each. So, but great win, second place in the division now, one game behind the Rams, who play the Lions next week
in the conference.
Yeah, so we need for the first time probably be going for the Lions here.
Yeah.
No,
Probably not.
probably.
Probably not.
Packers.
It's a hard one.
Packers remaining schedule. It is
The Broncos.
It's pretty. It's kind of tough, kind of not. We are undefeated in the
In
conference. We have Broncos.
Division.
It's actually pretty tough, Austin. Broncos, who are first in the. Are they first in AFC? They're second. Second in AFC.
They're tied for first
Tied for
with
first, yeah.
New England.
The Ravens, who are going to play like a team with their backs against the wall, they have to get a win there.
Yeah.
And then the Bears, obviously going to play the Packers good. It's going to be a primetime game in Soldier Field. That's going to be a tough one there. And then we got the Vikings in Minnesota.
That's a cupcake.
The Ravens. Well, I'm hoping we're sitting our players with the 1 seed wrapped up or the 2 seed wrapped up there. We haven't had luck with the first round bye in the past couple of years that we've had it with Rodgers, but whole different quarterback now. And that's another thing. Jordan Love looked great other than that bad pick he threw in the first quarter. I don't know if he didn't see the guy or what, but he threw it right to him.
I didn't.
Hit him right between the numbers. But after that, I mean, he was perfect. Perfect. Read the defense great. Jaden Reed being back stretches the field. Christian Watson can't say enough about this guy. Since he's been back, he has 6 total touchdowns in 4 games. So
I will take everything I've ever said bad about Christian Watson back.
Yeah. Well, we only have him for 1 more year.
We signed him.
Yeah, we signed him to a 1-year extension, though.
Hey, we got him for a year.
Yeah, next year. Next year's his last year, technically, unless we re-sign him. So
earn that $13 million.
Y'all are 2.5-point favorites on the road in Denver.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Nick at? Call him right now. See if he wants to make a bet.
Yeah, I think that'll be a pretty good game. I think it's going to be like a low scoring defensive game there. Can never take Sean Payton lightly either. Too, he gets up for these games too. Do like that we're going against Bo Nix, young, I guess inexperienced quarterback you can still call him.
Definitely.
This will be a badass game to go to.
So yeah, we're looking good there. We're looking good there, man. Okay, what other games do we got?
It.
I'll tell you this: watching that Texans-Chiefs game last night.
Oh yeah, that was the last one. Sorry.
I am a much bigger believer in the Texans.
Yes.
I actually think
Texans defense,
because their defense is so good, like they're stringing together a little bit, just enough on offense, and I think the offense will get better for them. That they are going to be dangerous. Like I think they're a pretty good team, actually.
C.J. Stroud knows that he just has to play average to win games.
Yeah.
For that Texans team, they started out 0-3, and they have won, I think, 8 of the last
something like that, right?
8 of the last 10 games. They're 8-5.
Yeah.
They're 1 game back at Jacksonville. I think they're better than Jacksonville, but the Texans do have good luck against Jacksonville. I think the Texans have beat. It's kind of like they have a great record against the Jaguars. They've already beat the Jaguars once this year. That come from behind win that they had.
They don't play them anymore. They're done.
They're done playing them? Did they beat them both times?
They beat. Let's see here. No, they split. Yeah. They lost on the road and then they won at home.
One thing I didn't notice when Davis Mills went 3-0.
Yeah.
As a Texan starter.
Davis Dougie Mills.
They got the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Chargers on the road, and the Colts at home.
They could win all those games unless Phillip Rivers comes back. Okay, and then let's keep talking about the Texans Chiefs here for a second. Okay, so we talked about the Texans. The Texans are very dangerous. I would put them above the Bills right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Right now, above the Bills.
They're better than the Bills.
If they played right now, I would think they could probably easily beat the Bills. Definitely at home. On the road, probably be a little bit tougher. But the inconsistency in the Bills, I would
played
take
the Bills 2 weeks ago and beat them.
Yeah. That was when they didn't have they had a lot of pieces on the offensive line missing.
The weakness in the Bills' defense is their run game.
Yeah.
The Texans don't have any freaking running backs.
They got Willie Marks. What are you talking about?
Mark
Okay,
didn't look just terrible against the Chiefs.
They don't have
Well,
any
he
running
scored.
backs.
Yeah, no.
They don't have an elite running back. But
Honestly, on offense, they have Nico Collins, and that's pretty much it. He's still. They don't. C.J. Stroud completed, I think, only 14 passes last night. He had like a 49% completion percentage.
I know. That's the Bills' defense is their run defense. The Texans don't have any freaking run game. So I don't know in a snowy
and
game.
a rematch, as we were saying.
Yeah, snowy game or something like that.
Well, the Texans will probably be hosting them.
Then never mind.
If you think about it, because if they win the division,
Yeah, if they can get ahead of Jacksonville, yeah.
I mean, I think Jacksonville's a bunch of frauds. So I think
Like I said, when I talked about them earlier, they're a quiet 9-4. Like they did beat the Chiefs. Yeah, at the time everybody's like whoa, but now seeing the Chiefs being what are they 6-7 now?
6-7.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't look that impressive, but they also don't have the best, the hardest schedule either. Going into it also.
I'm not sold on Jacksonville at all.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. They got they're a mediocre team.
Yeah.
What if I told you this? Trevor Lawrence is the top 10 fantasy quarterback right now.
I believe it, but I'm just saying, like,
With what receivers?
Travis Hunter.
No, I think he's been out for like
Ryan
3
Thomas
weeks.
Jr. They
Ryan
got
Thomas
Jacoby
Jr.
Myers now.
But
They got some pretty decent
Jacoby
receivers.
Myers
They got Brenton
was.
Strange. They're tied in. He's actually doing pretty good.
Who's their running backs? ETN hasn't done
Etienne
anything.
and Tutton. Bashil Tutton.
Tutton had negative 0.2 points last week.
Yeah. Let's talk about the other side of this game. The Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Done.
Is the dynasty over for the Chiefs? I don't think the dynasty's over.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think they're just having a bad year. Travis Kelce's having the worst year of his career. I didn't even watch the whole game. Like, I wasn't there watching it, but it seemed like every time I looked up, this guy was dropping a ball. He drops that big third down play right there. It leads into an interception, and that's another thing that Texas secondary
Is legit.
ridiculous. Yeah,
Yes.
they got a lot of studs back there.
Singletary.
Yeah, I think that all this karma's catching up to the Chiefs, man. All those calls they got from the refs back in the day, it's all just coming to a head now, and they can't be there every year either. So, that's just a theory of mine. But they can no longer win the AFC West. They're done with that loss. I don't think they can catch the Broncos. I think that eliminated them from.
Doing that.
Yeah,
They can win the wild card still.
Yeah, they can still get in as a wild card. If they get in as a wild card, I wouldn't want to play them. I don't think anybody in the AFC would want to play them.
No. 11% chance, it says, right now,
Yeah.
of
So,
getting in.
yeah, what are we doing? Chiefs and Ravens, like, both outside looking in right now.
Well,
Not looking
the
good.
thing that's helping them is the Colts are about to be horrible without their quarterback. They're 8-5. They're going to tank. The Ravens are also 6-7. It's like
Yeah.
Dude, what's wrong with them?
that's who they're fight. Well, I guess they have to fight against the Texans, who they just that's a tough one. So because the Texans are the 7th seed, which the Texans are probably going to jump the Jaguars, I would assume, to finish the season.
Yeah.
But
The Ravens defense isn't the Ravens defense anymore.
no, hell no.
Yeah. 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers is putting almost 30 points on you.
Yeah.
In Baltimore, that's not a good look there. And their offense, like Derrick Henry's not running like he used to.
They don't give him the ball.
Yeah. I mean, he's not getting as many touches as he used to. But a lot of these games, the defense is giving up points and they're having to throw the ball. They're having to play from behind. That's not Lamar Jackson's game right there. It's play action. It's getting outside the pocket, making things happen.
And he's not getting outside the pocket.
Yeah, and he's
a lot
having to rely
slower.
on his arm too much. He didn't come into the draft, as a, pocket passing quarterback. So,
No.
but yeah, that whole Isaiah Likely thing right there, they could have easily won that game. That was clearly a catch. Like, I don't know what's a catch if that wasn't a catch.
Yeah.
3 steps down, and they call it
They
a complete pass.
they put a graphic on there. He completed like 2 of the 3 criteria of it. The last one was like you have to make a football move, like try to.
Why do you have to make a football move if you're in the end zone?
Yeah.
That's what it said, and that's what they
The
freaking.
rule should be
That's
2
what it
feet
relied
down
on.
in the end zone. That's it.
That's what they relied
What's the
on.
difference between that and a toe tap, a two-step toe tap in the back of the end zone?
Thank you.
Why isn't that an incomplete pass?
And why is it a heel if you put your heel out of bounds? Boom.
Yeah.
But that one, they said he didn't make a football move, and I saw him tuck it or try to bring it in to keep it away from the defender. So that is a football move, I would believe. Instead of like bring it all the way here, he's like, okay, got it.
I'd rather see the Ravens make it than the Steelers. The Steelers are they're so hard to watch.
The Steelers remind me of like a better version of the Cardinals.
Yeah.
They're speaking of the Cardinals. Do we got a quarterback controversy there in Arizona?
Yeah, that
Kyler's gone.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he's gone.
Jacoby Brissett's balling out. I know probably the Cardinals probably have the worst roster
Yes.
in the NFL. Most teams I can name a lot of players on there, but as far as the Cardinals defense, all I know is their safety. I can't remember his name. Buda Baker. I don't know anybody else on that Cardinals defense. Their tight end Trey McBride, yeah.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
And another thing, Jonathan Gannon had this fucking diamond in Michael Wilson this whole time. Like it took Marvin Harrison going out to get this guy
good.
in the last 4 games,
Like,
39 catches, I think over almost 500 yards, and I think 4 or 5 touchdowns. This guy is playing lights out.
He's carrying our DK team.
And his chemistry with Jacoby Brissett, that's like unmatched. Like there's no quarterback wide receiver combo playing better than those two right now. Can y'all name another one that
Before
the last 4 games?
Before this past week, George Pickens and Dak Prescott, but or you could say Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's leading the league in receiving yards.
Yeah. Well, this 4-game stretch that Wilson's on, he had what didn't we look at it last time? He had like 15 catches, or he had like 22 catches all year, and then the next game had 15 catches.
Yep.
This one he had 11, and I think the previous 2 he had like I think 13 combined. So 39 catches total.
The only thing that I'll say, I mean, they are lighting it up together, but unfortunately they're mainly just doing it in garbage time. It's like how
Well, Wilson had 6 catches, I think, in 80 yards in the first quarter, in the first or second quarter. Had a touchdown also.
was it close at that point?
It was 7-0 at that. I think they went ahead 7-0 to start the game, or it was 7-7, somewhere around there. But I mean, they were playing the best team in the league,
Yeah.
the Rams. So, the Rams, I don't know. I got this feeling in the back of my head that the Rams are going to be one and done in the playoffs. I don't know why. Like I just got this feeling that they're not as good as people are making them out to be. But right now they are the best team. The Seahawks are also looking good too.
I would say the Rams are one and done. Seahawks probably going to make a run.
I think if the Seahawks play the Rams in the playoffs, I think they can beat the Rams.
I think the Seahawks.
That Seahawks defense.
I think they can
ranked
beat
first in the NFL. Like they're.
I think they can beat anyone.
Yeah, it's just
and I hate that.
What happens is Sam Darnold choke artist. That's all you got to worry about with the Seahawks. Everything else is perfect. Kenneth Walker, great running back. Smith and Jigba, great receiver. Defense is across the board solid. It's just, do you trust Sam Darnold to take you to a Super Bowl? I'll tell you right now, that's not going to happen. He will not get you to a Super Bowl.
Would you trust Sam Darnold or Jordan Love?
Jordan Love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would take Jordan Love over Darnold.
Really?
And yeah, big
look
moments.
what- look-
Look at big moments like what
It's almost matching up exactly how it did last year. The Vikings were 14-3 last year, lose in the first round. Okay, look at the Seahawks. They're 10-3 right now. 10-4. What are they? 10-3.
Yeah.
they're 10-3.
Yeah,
Doing shit.
same thing. I wouldn't be surprised they lose in the first round, but at the same time, they could beat anybody also. It just depends. It's all going to come down to Sam Darnold. That's why the Vikings let him go, because they saw that too.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was kind of wondering how Shaheed's been doing since he's been there.
he had his best game this past weekend. A punt return for a touchdown. I think he had like 80 yards receiving also. So, I don't got anything. I think we covered everything, every other game. But yeah, that Zach Ertz injury. I watched that replay. I don't ever want to see that again. That kind of bothers me, that whole rule about hitting high on defenseless receivers, because going low like that shit happens. You get hit high, I mean, you get the air knocked out of you, worst concussion, you're out for a week. You hit somebody that hard in the knee like that, going full speed, their career is probably fucking almost over. So, any other news, dudes? Any other news come out? Anything else we missed? I know we were off for a week.
Do y'all want to do contenders, pretenders, NFL real quick or no?
Yeah, we got our reset here. Oh, I forgot to say the J-Lab Birmingham Bowl. That's another bowl that was announced late last night. App State and Georgia Southern will be playing in that one. Yeah, no, I saw that. I was looking at the bowl list and it said J-Lab Bowl, and it said TBA, or they hadn't figured it out yet. Then I looked it up and App State had just accepted it maybe 30 minutes before. Oh, did y'all see the Fernando Mendoza press or the little interview at the end of the game? Yeah, that dude showed a lot of passion there. You know who he reminded me of? You seen A Christmas Story, right?
Yeah.
He looked like Scut Farkas from
Not Farkas?
Scut. His name is Scut. He looks like the bad guy from A Christmas Story right there. He does, right? The redhead dude.
Fucking Mendoza?
Yeah, he was pretty much. Were those real tears or not though? He was letting it out though. That people were making fun of him real bad, but that's a lot of passion.
Dude, you know who he reminds me of? He has the passion. Looks like freaking Souza.
Oh yeah.
He has that passion and the face, and it's like want to do shit.
Yeah. Also, rest in peace to Kerry Tokugawa. Y'all don't know who that is, right?
No.
Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat.
No way.
In the movie, he passed away.
No way.
He died on the 4th. You don't know? You never seen Mortal Kombat, Dustin?
No.
The movie when we were kids?
Uh-uh.
Oh, man. Yeah, he passed away. I was pretty torn up over that, actually. The best Mortal Kombat character portrayal ever.
Died defending the world, didn't he?
Yeah. There was this Desmond Bain. Also, did y'all see him throw the ball off of OG Anubi?
Uh-uh.
Y'all didn't see that? Here, check this out. While you're looking up the contenders pretenders thing real quick. Here. What do you want to do for NFL?
I was just gonna say a few teams, and y'all say contenders or pretenders.
There's some NBA in there.
The ones that are obvious, I'm not gonna say. The obvious contenders.
Okay, where's it? Right here. Check this out. Okay, so they make a steal right here. Check this out. Watch this.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Oh, I love that shit, dude.
That's 3 first-round picks right there.
And Anobi was like, "What the fuck? Like, for what? Like, what? He did that for no. There was no reason for that.
Did he get ejected?
Like, I get it if you're falling out of bounds. No, that's a legal play. Look, rears back, boom, our ball. He points the other way.
That's awesome.
Look at he's just like, what are you doing?
All right, I take that back. I love that play.
I mean, it's
now that it's
not
legal,
illegal.
yeah.
It's not illegal, but at the same time, like, how can I be an asshole? Like, that's just being a straight asshole right there.
That's awesome.
And you could just drop it off his knee.
Like, I get it. If you want to set up a run and play, toss it to him. Do a little bounce pass off his leg or something. Don't fucking rear back and launch it at him. I don't know if something had happened before this, though. But I don't know.
Surely something did.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he got traded to fucking Orlando. That's why he was pissed.
All right, go ahead, Dustin.
All right.
With this.
We got the San Francisco 49ers. Contenders
Ooh.
or pretenders?
Pretenders.
Give me contenders.
Okay, 2 contenders from the Niners. All right. We had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Right now, pretenders.
Pretenders.
All right.
You know what? No, I'm going to say contenders for them.
God, why did this just freeze up? What the? Okay. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
They're pretenders. Like I said, there's nothing about the Jaguars that scares me. Like, if I was in the AFC. Like, you wouldn't go into that game thinking, like, if you were a playoff team, like, you wouldn't go in. I think anybody in that wild card right now in AFC could beat the Jaguars handily.
Give me contenders.
Okay.
I think they are
That's just going back to his fucking college. He was just on our side saying, I'm not sold on Jaguars either. Now he's...
Give him to my... Hey, without the Colts, they've got to play someone. So.
I'm going to take OSU.
OSU.
Give me A&M, baby.
Okay. The Chargers.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
9-4
That
Chargers.
shouldn't even be on the list.
Get out of here.
They're 9-4.
Yeah, they remind me of the Jaguars.
Okay. No.
That would be a good game, the Jaguars. And that's the only team that should be scared of the Jaguars, the Chargers.
I don't think so either.
Get them in the fucking in Nebraska.
Listen.
Let them meet in the middle, and we'll see how that game goes.
Nebraska.
They're flying across country. Every time that they play over there, they're playing the East Coast, West Coast. Let them meet in the middle. Let them fucking do something.
Why would you do that, though?
That's
the person who gets home field advantage deserves it.
That's how I fucking decide that game. Because it never works out.
If I'm the Chargers, I'm terrified of the Jaguars being up 31-3 and losing in the playoffs like they did that one year.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only team that should fear the Jaguars.
The Carolina Panthers.
They're not there yet. They're too young, I think. They're pretenders.
Okay.
Contenders.
All right. The Buffalo Bills.
They're contenders.
Contenders.
I think they're pretenders this year.
Ooh.
I do. I don't believe them anymore.
The Bills can beat anybody in the AFC on a good day. Like I said, though, on a good day, they look good. On a bad day, they look bad. Like, there's no in-between with the Bills.
There isn't. I just don't think they can carry that. Like, keep doing that.
Are the Bills the AFC team like the Cowboys or the NFC team? Cowboys can beat anyone on their...
No, I would say, like, right now, the Bills are like... I wouldn't say the Eagles, because the Eagles are on a really bad slide. But before this slide, I would say the Bills are like the Eagles before the slide that they're on.
The Philadelphia Eagles. Contenders or pretenders?
It just depends.
That's not even the question.
Wait, what's the question? What do you mean?
They're not even pretenders. They're down in the dumps.
They're leading the division.
They're down there with the freaking
like
the Browns.
I still think they're
Super Bowl champions.
I still think they're contenders. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, they're just on a slide. Like, they're on a slide.
How many weeks is a slide?
Okay, I know, but like look how bad they've been playing, but in
how many weeks?
As they've been playing the last 5 or 6 weeks, they beat the Packers and they beat the Lions.
They beat the Packers by 7.
They beat the Lions by like 9. I think it was like 17-9 or 17-6, something like that.
Yeah.
As much as I don't want to say it, I still think the Eagles are contenders. But
Yeah.
Really?
They can play bad on offense and still win because their defense is so talented.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
With Jalen Carter when he comes back.
The New England Patriots.
They're contender. Normally
I want to say
a team that got this hot this fast, a quarterback in his second year.
Yes.
But I think Vrabel makes all the difference.
I want to say pretenders.
Patriots.
I want to say pretenders for that reason. Like, God, they've been too good for too long. A couple weeks, they're gonna fall off. I think they fall off. Pretenders.
The Houston Texans.
How can you say pretenders with a 10-2 record?
11-2, but I
11-2
just brought it up just solely because how young they are.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I stated like it's hard to say contenders with the second year quarterback, but like I think Vrabel makes up for that.
Shit, their roster's young too, just in general. But the Texans.
The Texans. Ooh.
See, I think the Texans beat the Patriots in a first round matchup if they played.
I think the Texans are contenders.
Yeah, I think with that defense,
kind of sold on them now.
Yeah, I think the Texans are kind of like remind me of the Eagles. Like they can do bad on offense and still win games with their defense.
C.J. Stroud can throw freaking 3 picks.
Yeah,
any given Sunday.
I would say contenders for the Texans. Yeah,
I'll say contenders.
And that is all. All the rest of them are kind of obvious. Steelers and the hell no. Packers and Rams, hell yes. Like there's to me.
Okay.
The Seahawks?
The Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
The Lions?
Lions know. Like, they're just every time they play a good team, they lose most of the time. I mean, like
Yeah, I wouldn't count them out yet though.
they lost to the Eagles, they lost to the Packers. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think they got it, man.
Those are two division leaders too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think they got it.
Yeah. We missed this because we didn't do a show last week, but probably the lowest light of the NFL this year was this young Waku trying to kick the field goal.
Oh yeah, that was so awesome.
That was the worst.
Yeah,
the worst low light of the year. I don't think you can get worse than that. Like the Falcons releasing that, them releasing him saved him from being cut because of that.
yeah.
Like the Giants aren't going to cut him because that's his first screw up, but he had a lot of screw ups with the Falcons. If he pulled that shit when he played for the Falcons, he would be cut right after that game because he was already on a short leash. But how does that happen? There was nothing there. Like he slipped, but he still could have kicked the ball, but he kicked the ground. It's like he got scared because his foot didn't land the
I
right
don't
way.
think he even slipped.
You say, let's go to our professional kicker over here.
That's what I mean, too. Like
I don't think he slipped, dude. I think he just missed.
it's like he got his steps wrong, and then in the middle of it realized my steps are wrong, and then his fucking brain just froze.
Yeah, kicked the wrong. Yeah.
He kicked the fucking ground.
Yeah.
He kicked straight into the ground.
And how do you not tear nothing?
The only way that
How do you not
goes
tear
worse,
nothing?
the only way that turns out worse is if he falls. Like that would have been probably lowest light of the last 10 years if he would have fell right there. Oh man,
That's what I'm saying. Like, how does he not tear nothing? Like, that's a full extension of your freaking Achilles going straight in the ground, and
I guarantee that hurt his knee for sure.
Yeah, that was
you've never done that on a golf course.
And then another thing, Monday night game against the Broncos and the Commanders. It was, I think, 13 years to the day where Odell Beckham Jr. made his one-handed catch and Treylon Burks made like an identical one-hand catch. 13 years to the day that happened. So.
Is he going to be as famous as Odell?
No.
That's the only thing Odell was famous for.
Oh, no, it wasn't 13 years to the day. Wasn't that like week 1 when Odell did that?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was week 1. I think it was like 13 years that 13 years and 2 number 13s did it. Did the same thing on a Monday Night Football game is what it was. Okay, that's all I got. College Bowl season kicks off when? When's the first bowl game?
It should be early December or mid-December, I mean.
Yeah, this weekend we have the Navy-Army game.
Yes, we do.
Be something to look out for. And like I said, good luck to these high school teams still in it. Sinton, Refugio, Shiner. We will try to make it to some of these games. Be on the lookout. We're going to post our college football playoff brackets. See if you agree with them. See if you don't. If anything else, we're gone.